I really did. Black on fire, but I'm chilly chill. On the real, I can take your words really real. Try to tell her one day I'll be a millionaire. Slip up, get caught, get 100 years. Tough love made his mind cry 100 tears. Either niggas getting out or they gone in. It's me against the world, yeah, I'm all in. In the bank smelling like Bob Marley. Told my girl I'll be home in the morning. I was plotting, now I was going to get the money. My side bitch, that's a whole nother story. Not too many niggas make it out New Orleans. Never hating, if they did, I applaud them. Stay safe, got the face they're recording. I'm hood rich, still rocking Air Forces. All they know is Mardi Gras and coffins. All I see is second lines and coffins. Phone ringing off the hook, they calling. Trap phone stay jumping like Jordan. Niggas bag up bricks on a regular. Niggas emptying them clips on a regular. Bunch of cowboys riding with a heckler. When a good nigga get killed, that's selfed up. Probably why them niggas' hearts stay frozen. No love for a bitch like Goldie. Hoes tell me I'm a dog like Rover. From the hood where the cops stay patrolling. Glenwood with the rats and the roaches. Call a plug, get them packs up in motion. On the block with the snakes and the vultures. Rode the tree, yeah, my life a roller coaster. Back to the hood like I never left it. Cops pull us over X21 questions. Living up in hell, wonder will I get to heaven. Lost in a soul set, style for directions. Late with the bill, granny gave it to the reverend. I don't give a fuck, feeling like Machiavelli. Trapped in a trap man, trapped in a belly. Get a beast with them young niggas selling. Route.
Same old shit, just a different day. Wake up, get dressed, make another play. Nigga looking for the villain, I've been in the cut, chillin', plotting on $1 million, tell him that I'm on my way. Smoke a 3 grand blunt, take the stress away. Made a 10 grand jug just yesterday. Only thing I know is how to get the bag up. Spit the truth, amen, put your hands up. From a city that ain't sweet when it's beef, hitters catch you in the street and they wet your whole fam up. Youngins on the block flashing hammers like cameras. They host at his logo, they clips his bananas. They flip 30 birds, I ain't talking Atlanta. 12 on the block with the radars and scanners. I keep my cool, play it smooth and don't panic. Getting my guap up, still got paper habits. Gotta get to the bag while they getting good. I know they feel this real shit up in every hood. From the gutter, I can never turn Hollywood. Always keep it 100, that's understood. Talk shit about the villain, they never could. Never took a handout, still living good. Talking all that gangsta shit, but they never do it. Run up on me and mine, boy, I wish you would.
Gotta second that statement, wish a nigga would. Say you shouldn't explain what's understood. My little homie run around like I'm a fud. Yeah, around man down season in my neighborhood. Past another wood, couple homies pass and finish with the jug. Couple model Spanish mommies fuck a good. Plugging all these bullshit bitches cause I could. True that roof back here, who that for wings? Still got low that you never seen. Still got flows that you never schemed. Double entendres, don't miss the metaphor. Her daddy was the plug, that's what I met her for. Took a Uber down to the 7th ward. Hustling everywhere, can't keep still. Made 6 figures with my OG. Real nigga off a handshake deal. Kush guard still structuring a landscape still. My fans stay real, my hands so ill.
Black Air Force Energy.
Little nigga, but I'm big hearted. DC, where it all started. Long nights being outside. Got big love for that south side. A lot of dirt get done here. If you don't like us, don't come here. Riding around trying to get money. You don't want it, you a big dummy. Instead of scream for the real niggas, ain't never told, ain't never been. DC just living life, not too far from the president. Couple homies did jail time, they let them off for no evidence. Legal weed in my residence. Hot niggas irrelevant.
From Northeast, Edgewood, 600 block, catch me up top. Posted up by the bus stop, we don't trust cops, we just bust glocks. I be all in the danger zone like CHV, that's in Uptown. DC stand for don't come, you better go. Chuck Brown, free Lolo with Dust Ball. Rest in peace of Pork and Bando. She get lit just like a candle, Jumbo got it top just like Rambo. DC verse everybody think shit sweet, then make a move. Come around with that bullshit, you gon' leave quick like Larry Hughes.
My bad, y'all. Okay, now. Respect. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty's Corner. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get this bad boy going. All right, so I have a few questions that were proposed to me. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna look at this, we're gonna take time and see what we have on this one tonight. Um, I got some pretty dope discussions for us. So this is just a spot you can come through, you can hang out for a little bit. Um, just in case you want to kick it and cool it. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 questions. So what we're gonna do is, out of the 6 questions, I'm gonna start off with 2 questions. Then we're gonna get to this clip I have. Okay. All right. We're gonna get to the clip I have. But before we get to the clip I have, I want to ask you a question briefly. How are you? How has your day been? And how has life been treating you? Much respect to you. All right. So, I got some real deal discussions to talk about. It's nice and heavy, but at the same time, some cool, chill, light shit. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we just going to get this party started. Don't mind me. I'm just going to show a quick flick because I feel like it. God damn it. And let's go ahead and rock out. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:06 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and just warm up for tonight.
Taillight back there. Can I see some ID? What are you reaching for? The thing you asked me for.
What?
You didn't use your turn signal back there. Let me see some ID.
I am going to reach down now slowly.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Very funny. Registration? Fuck. Good. License registration. Good. You have a firearm on you today, sir?
This is an open carry state, sir, and there is a firearm in the glove box.
All right, let me see it.
Ah, you got me.
You have a firearm on you today?
No, sir, just a book. Yep.
You holding a firearm? Are you holding a firearm?
Right now?
You got a cracked windshield. You did a rolling stop. You stopped too long back there. I'm stopping everybody with broad noses. See if you match a description.
Where are you headed?
My mom's in work.
Got a call about someone matching your description.
I didn't do anything.
Get on the ground.
For what?
Where are you headed?
Really? A man of the Lord. You got an APB out on grilled cheese? No matter what I do, no matter how I act, no matter what I wear, you all are still gonna shoot me?
Get down on the ground.
Uh-oh. If you can't beat them, join them. I mean, it's not like they're gonna shoot one of their own, right?
License and registration, please.
Oh, hello! Excuse my face. I'm doing a last-minute face mask.
Well, you drive safe now, all right?
Thank you.
Wait a second.
Hey, hold up. Hey. All we can do is live, brother.
And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it for this evening, right? Let's go ahead and talk about some things. So first thing I'm going to do is Nancy, if you will. Nancy, if you don't mind setting the ensemble, I would appreciate it. Thank you, Nancy. All right, let me go ahead and get my headphones. Make sure everything is nice and copacetic on my sound, right? All right, y'all. Y'all ready to talk about it? Let's go ahead and get to it. Let me turn my microphone up. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let me turn this music down just a little bit. There we go. We in there. All right now. Everybody, welcome back to another episode, of course, of You Already Know What It Is. right now. Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse 301. I appreciate everybody for taking the time to tune in. Let me just get my camera adjusted here. Don't mind me. Let me get my camera adjusted. Wow. Now we feel better. Now we feel better. All right, y'all. So I have some questions that has been proposed, and we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna tackle these questions. All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. Question number one. All right. Is having friends of the opposite sex while in a relationship appropriate? This is not the first time this question has been asked. Okay. All right. We all know this. This is something that has been asked multiple times over. So let's go ahead and let's get to it. Give me one second. Let me just turn this up. There we go. Yeah, let me turn my mic up. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, let me turn my mic up. There we go. Yeah, now. Okay, now. One more again for the win. Question number one. Is having friends in a relationship considered to be inappropriate? Yes and no. That's right. Yes and no. Is having friends in a relationship considered to be inappropriate? Yes and no. What do you mean by that, Smitty? Simple. If you have friends that you've been had, but most importantly, all right, I'm only talking about the opposite sex, okay? So, like, ladies, if this is your guy friends, fellas, if these are your lady friends, okay? The only time it is appropriate to have friends of the opposite sex in a relationship is under these conditions. One, both parties are fully aware of who it is that's in your life. There are no like, I'm just now finding out about Dan. Both parties are fully aware. All right. There is no hiding discussions. There is no, I had to figure this out. Like, hold on. Yeah, this dude just popped up, and then you tell me, no, he's been there. No, not appropriate. Okay. So as long as both parties are fully aware this really is your friend, and you have absolutely no issues at all having discussions, like say you and your significant other are just sitting on the couch watching a movie, your phone rings and it's your buddy, you should be able to just sit right there and be like, what's going on, best friend? I'm just saying, we know how ladies talk, right? Shouldn't be no problem with that. Should be no issue at all. It should not have to be you either ignore the call consistently, and or you always got to get up and secretly kind of hush your voice as you storm off into the bathroom or another room. That should never, ever, ever be the issue. Right? That's one. Okay. Having friends in a relationship, is it appropriate considering the opposite sex? So the first part was as long as both party knows, right? The second part is regardless if I know or not, or you know or not, it's not appropriate to have friends in a relationship considering you were once intimate with that person. If this is one of your, we just really kind of like, for the most part, been friends with benefits, and really for the most part what we do is we just kind of like, when I want some, they give it to me, when they want some, I give it to them type thing. That's a little different. Matter of fact, that's way different. Way different. Okay. So just so long as both parties know exactly who it is, like, for example, say it was a little function going on and so-called best friend named Sean is throwing the function, right? If you're not invited ever, if they make sure whatever goes on with them in social media and everything is always a secret, get up out of there. It's nothing to question. It's nothing to talk about. They on some other shit. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Let me see what we got right here. What the doctor say? What you say, Shout? Shout out to the doctor. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. That's tricky. What you say now? I don't think it's inappropriate at all, but there has to be a shift in. Oh, okay. There has to be. So why don't you type down in the chat? Just give me like a few small examples of what you would say a shift in that friendly interaction consists of. What does that consist of? What does it look like to you? What does it look like? All right. Let's see what we got. What? Those are all valid points. Yeah, I mean, real talk though. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you like, listen, if it's really nothing, right? I think we all know it's like it to me in a relationship is simple one-on-one math. It's simple. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 × 2 is 4. Yo, if it's really nothing going on, you shouldn't have no problem with me seeing or hearing anything that goes on with whatever it is that you talk about. When you got to do all of that, like sneaking around and shit, and then you try to hit me with the, well, I don't know how you're going to respond. You know you're wrong. You know you're wrong. Like, it is what it is. Like, we're not going to play these games with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Having friends in a relationship. Now, mind you, just for the record, people, these are all random questions, right? None of this is anything that anybody's personally, but it's just some dope ass discussion that I really want to have, right? So I would say that, yeah, man, like, you shouldn't have to hide anything from me. You shouldn't have to, for whatever reason, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, what's that called, Snapchat, I guess, if they still have that. I don't know, I haven't heard people talk about that in a while. But definitely everything should be in the open. Now, even then, we all know, man, you got folks that'll tell you that's just my cousin for 5 whole years, whole time they are not blood related and they getting it in. That does occur. Look, the only reason why I added that part in is because I want to make it very clear. It's not like I don't think about those dynamics and angles. Remember, we're going to take this cross and turn it into a star because we're going to hit it from the different points and angles, right? All right, now, much respect to the family. Much respect. All right, question number 2. Y'all ready for question number 2? Let me see what the doctor says on this one right here. What did the doctor say? Shout out to the doctor. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Dr. Quantum. You know what I'm saying? Doctor, if you don't mind, drop your channel down in the chat. Go ahead, copy your link, drop it down in the chat so people, you know, you never know who stops by, man, just so they can see you, just so they can get a good feel for you, right? Shorty got some dope ass content, and she is very much so an intellect, and that's what I respect. I respect a woman of intellect. Let's go. All right, now, so we got no more late night. Ooh. And you know what? That's a good one. Yes. If that's just your buddy, and if your buddy knows, now, first of all, any man friend, any male friend that you know that you're in a relationship, that knows that you're in a relationship now, they should absolutely positively be respectful of that. Like, once I know one of my homegirls, no rabbit ears, because it's just a homegirl. Once I know, like, she with somebody, she don't even have to tell me. I myself, out of respect for a man that I never met, I fall back. I just fall back. If she hit me, she, want to talk, hey, how you been? Whatever, shit like that, cool. But I instantly, out of respect, and you know why I do it? Because I know at some point, if not at that moment, I'm the very man, or will be that very man, that wants that same respect given. I would hold that. Look, we know it don't happen for real. Niggas is dirty. Like, dudes is dirty, bruh. Dirty. But you would hope that the universe would give you back the same energy that you give. Like, you know what? I don't want nobody stepping on my toes, so I'm not going to do it to nobody else. But it doesn't really work out that way. It don't. It just don't. It don't work out that way. Nah, niggas will smooth, like your girl can be on there, your woman can be on there. I ring everything. They still gonna be in that DM like, so you can't have no friends. And that goes back to question number one. Is it appropriate to have friends? Yeah, sure. Just so long as bruh, whoever you may be, just so long as you don't mind her saying, sure. But can I introduce you to my fiance? Can I introduce you to my man? Ladies, no bullshit. Try it one day, even if you're not in a relationship. Just try it off of a scientific experiment. When bruh hit up your DM and you don't know him from a can of paint, just ask him that question and be like because you know what's going to come, right? You know at some point they're going to hit you with the, so can we just be friends? Respond with this. Yes. So long as you don't mind being cool with my man as well. See if they don't mind still being your friend. And even if they say, yeah, see if they still hit you up after that as much as they were before they found out what you just said. That shit be amazing. I'm trying to tell you right now. That shit be some real deal. It's an eye opener. That's right. Hey, fellas, same thing with Shawty. Oh, yeah. Listen, women say that they so the same as us. Do it. Try it. You love your woman. You in that relationship. Shorty pop up in your DM or your messenger if you got Facebook, whatever it is, and she like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know, we can just be cool. I ain't trying to step on your girl toes or nothing. Okay, cool. So you don't mind if, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I'm talking to you, she right there. You don't mind if like all three of us hit a three-way, right? Now, mind you, we all know we not really going to do that. Like, let's just be for real. That's not really... You're going to have some instances where some folks going to really take that shit to heart. But not real shit, though. I want you to really think about that right now. See how they respond. Instantly, you're going to know what their intentions are. You don't have to worry and wonder or nothing. The very moment that they say, I don't care if you got a man, I'm saying we can be cool. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, you know, sometimes, listen, I'm going to give you my number, but sometimes he may answer my phone. Is that all right? See if they call you. See if they call you. Because it's a bunch of damn games being played out here. That's my whole point. It's a bunch of games being played, man. Y'all already know. Man. Respect. Shout out to you, black man. You already know. I appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out. Hey, so that's, I mean, you know, so question number one, is having friends in a relationship appropriate? Just so long as everybody don't mind us all coming to the cookout. The very moment that you tell me that your friend who's gay, right, has a little function going on, but I'm not invited. No, I should literally hear you on speakerphone and your bestie of a man should be like, no. Yeah. Tell Kev or tell whoever his name is, tell him come through. Yeah. Tell him come on through. No, man, he's invited too. If you don't hear nothing like that, like, I mean, I ain't really trying like be, you know, I mean, I'm really just, you know, I was just inviting you. Nigga, you know what time it is. That nigga don't respect the relationship. And you know what's so crazy? These are the same niggas that'll be the most bitching, whining, and complaining and crying when they get cheated on, knowing damn well you got her because she cheated on her ex for you. Stupid. Like, we be doing some wild shit with it, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get to question number 3. Let's get to question number 3. What is question number 3? Question number 3 reads, does social media shape how you move in life? At this point, yes. I don't believe that we should be ignorant to that, right? The question is not, does social media make you or define who you are? Specifically, word for word, does social media shape how you move in life? Yes, it does. Yes. It does. The reason why is because this. Once we realize that there are people who actually have truly lost their careers because of something they said on social media. Yeah, you damn right people do pause their tongues. It's the reason why I say grape instead of, it's the reason why I say corn instead of, it's the reason why I say SA instead of, it's the reason why I say transmission, transformer, more than meets the eye instead of, because social media has subsequently shaped the way that I move. Yes, it's a real thing. Social media has become a definite real part of our lives. Social media has been considered an equal addiction next to sugar and cocaine. So you try and tell me that cocaine ain't changed a person's life when they got on it? You try and tell me that sugar hasn't changed the person's health and the dynamics of their life once they got hooked on it? And if they say by scientific studies that social media is, if not, it is more, if not just as addictive as sugar and cocaine combined, then I don't want to hear shit about it ain't shaped our lives. It has. It has. We be real different on how we move on social media if you have any form of dignity, self-awareness, and respect for yourself. Now, if you're some people who just are totally oblivious to any form of self-awareness, dignity, and respect for themselves, then you will move any kind of way, right? But yeah, I would say that social media has definitely shifted and molded and shaped the way that we move today in life. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. What we got right here? I have talking points running through my head when I'm on there. You see what I'm saying? Nah, but watch this though. Watch this. Do you only have them talking points in your head when online, or do you find yourself when you're completely offline, you're not on a panel, and you're back in the real world, you get to saying something and you gotta catch? Do you ever find yourself before you gotta catch yourself? You ever had to catch yourself on not sounding like the panel? Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, we be trying not to sound like the panel sometimes, doctor. I'm trying to tell you some real shit. That shit funny though. That shit funny. Like, I didn't even listen. Ask how many people ask how many receptionists and secretaries at doctor's offices and everything else. They're like, all right, well, Mr. Smitty, your appointment is blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you have to say? And literally, I'm sitting up here. I ain't on no panel, and my black ass bust out and be like, nope, I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Man, nah, no bullshit. I'm dead ass. You should ask people that talk to me in real life on the phone. I'll hit you with I digress. My mic is muted. Respect in a heartbeat. Nigga, you are not on the panel. You are not on the panel right now. Nigga, calm that shit down. Oh man.
Black
y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Man, nah, you ain't lying, doctor. You ain't lying. That should be too real sharp. That should be. Oh man, oh man. I be up here hitting all kind of timeouts. I be trying. I think one time I was on hold and said we'll be right back after these quick commercial messages. I'm not sure. I think it might have happened one day. Anyway, let me stop goofing off, man. Let's go ahead and get to the let's get to the next question, y'all. All right, y'all. So the next question reads this. The next question reads, do we really need institutional? Ooh, this is a good one. Do we really need the institutional version of marriage in order to raise a productive family? I'm gonna say it again. Do we really need the traditional institutional version of marriage in order to raise a family? Do you all believe that if mom and dad is, because look, the fact is this, we talk a lot about marriage. Oh, married. Oh, nah, you ain't married. You just shacking up. All right, bet. So last time I checked, the kids are most important. So what I want to know is this. The couple that's not married, but they are in love, they just haven't done it through the government, right? Can they be just as successful as the couple that is married? And yes, I'm going to say it, happily married. Okay, we're not going with the like they're like not happy or anything, like dead ass on that, right? Like, because I really wanted, because see, what it comes down to is that I recognize, all right, so if we're going to have an argument about something, we have to have the argument about why it's actually more beneficial than the other. And what I notice is that a lot of people in these spaces will get to talking as if like, well, you're not technically married, so you can't talk on our level. You don't know what it's like to be successful in a relationship and raise a family because you haven't jumped the broom and signed them government papers. Huh? What y'all think? Like, no bullshit. I'm about to look at them comments. Don't mind me. I'm just looking off into space, and I'm just gonna keep on running my monkey ass mouth. But nah, real shit though. Is raising a family more so about the actual paperwork? Now, listen, I'm going to give y'all what the married people in the spaces say, and I know you all have heard the same things that I've heard a million times over. Well, when you got it on paperwork, then you have more security. There are true stories about I was with the father of my child for 10 years. He passed away, and because we weren't technically married, I couldn't claim anything. So a lot of people in the marriage circumstance will say, well, no, it's better to be in a marriage relationship simply because, if something happens to you, what happens to her, you all own each other's insurance and life insurance and everything else. So you have more security for worse come to worse. What's your take on that? Let's go ahead and get to these comments. All right. So the doctor says, she says, I don't think so. My man, Narrative said, y'all make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to Narrative and Dialogues, just like how it says right there. Go over there, man. Go over there, subscribe to my boy, man. What's going on, Quaff? All right, now. Many people are common law married out here, yet 10 years together. Listen, let me tell you something right now. True story, based on what this man says on that. My cousin Barry, right now as we speak, on my father's side, he's my older cousin. He's my cousin. I'm in my early 40s. I think cousin Barry is like 52, 53. He's my older cousin. All right. Cousin Barry has been with cousin Vita, all right, his woman. I'm 42. Barry and Vita was at my parents' wedding. I was born, but I was no more than about between 7 to 10 months. I was literally, I was still on the titty because I was breastfed, no Similac. Yeah, healthy man. So my cousin Barry and Vita are in pictures in my parents' wedding. And I was 8 months. They are still together to this very day. Never jumped the broom. Maryland, I'm in the state of Maryland, all right? Maryland does not recognize common law marriage. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know that. Like, there are only some states that do, right? So Maryland is that state that does not recognize common law marriage. Barry and Vita, cousin Vita, you can't tell nobody that's not Cuzzo, and she not blood, but she is, if you get it. Because I know you do. We all, you know how niggas go on family shit. Nigga, you been around long enough, you one of us. She been around since my parents' wedding pictures. And my grandmother was holding me at about 7 to 10 months old. And my parents got married right after I was born, literally. My dad found out that my mom was pregnant, and they was like, yeah, we about to go ahead and hitch this. I was the reason why that ring got put on my mother's finger. Yes, you're welcome, Mom. You're welcome. No bullshit. Hey, but look though, real talk though. So you right about that, bro. You right about that. Out here in Maryland, they don't recognize common law marriages. That's right. That's right. What we got? Being married is just a big thing. I respect marriage wholeheartedly. Oh, being married is a big thing. You respect marriage wholeheartedly. I do too. But the thing is this: what part of it do we respect the most nowadays? Let's think about that. Do we respect the honeymoon and the fun parts and the buffet that we get at the wedding and that dance and you dancing with her mom and her best friend and sister and shit, and it's all kind of wines and limos, and then you get the horse carriage and all of that, y'all riding in the back through your little local ghetto ass neighborhood, and it says just married. You got Budweiser cans with some string dangling at the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that, or is it truly from what you're saying, it's a big deal because of the unification of it? Marriage, just like talking about relationships, has turned from let's try to help people and let this be something beneficial into something that is just trendy. And that's why I believe we see more so a lot of divorces now, way more than ever. I believe the number one reason that's not spoken about enough is because too many people only see it as trendy. It's what's in fashion. Like, you know, we love what's in style. Oh, we love what's in style, all the way from an afro and bell bottoms to skinny jeans and a temp fade. Like, we love what's in style. What shoes you wearing? What shows are we watching? What lingo we saying? Now, we don't say bumping no more. We be like, that's tight. Now, we don't say that's tight no more. We be like, that's lit. We love moving with the times. We're gonna act like we don't know these aspects of things. You know what I'm saying? Man, what the doctor talking about, man? Government paperwork is for folks to be all in. Shit. Okay, now government paperwork is for folks to be all in your business. There are ways to secure stuff without being documented as absolutely. Now, we would call that personally the common law. You know, just like how basically what the doctor's saying on that. Let me pull this up one more again for the win real quick, right? Just like how we said, just like how she said, there are ways to secure stuff without being documented as married. Boom. Okay. Yes, there is. All right. Because there is something called couples who have children with one another. They're not married. They're now broken up and nobody's going to court. You want to know why? Because they kept the courts out of their shit. They were able, as two grown ass adults, be able to handle and take care of things. Very true. Very, very true. Very true. What? Okay, nah, he just say he agreed with the doctor. What you say now? I'm definitely not going to follow the married documentation. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, when I get to the point. Okay, hold on now. Hold on, doc. Hold on. So he's in front of you. You all have been dating for a year and a half, let's say 2 years. I'm gonna give it a solid 2 just to make sure you got enough time on your mind to think, girl. All right. And then he busts out and he's like, look, I want you to be my wife. And he gets down on one knee and he gives you that ring. Right. Now, we all know when a man gets down on one knee with the ring, that's a part of the traditional. Do you, in front of the entire cookout, the entire function, tell that man no? Because you got to make a stance and you got to grab the karaoke mic and you got to pick the speaker up with the cord and be like, everybody, I just want y'all to know that this marriage is an institutional thing that I don't have nothing to do with. Or you going to go ahead and get that man your hand in marriage. Right? Because see, the thing is this. What if you come across the love of your life, but he wants that? And you know how long you waited to find him. I really want you to think about this before you type anything. Let your mind rest. Let it rest in its femininity. You finally come across him. I'm talking about after heartache, after bullshit, lie after lie. Finally, I finally found him, as Dr. Quantum would say. And this man is everything you want. You've always wanted all of these qualities. I'm talking about from the looks to smelling good, occupation, head space, body type. Yeah, there's nothing. Financial. Yeah, I'm throwing that in there. He even got the bag. And he says, yeah, nah, I want to do it the traditional way. Do you let that slip out of your fingertips just simply because you have that standard? Yeah. What you mean, LOL? I don't want to hear no LOL, girl. I need you to give me an answer, goddammit. Yeah. You ain't think I was going to word it that way? Stop playing with me now. What? Give me 1 second, y'all. So apparently she says we just going to have different paperwork.
You serious?
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, we're just going to get to this next question. Because apparently the doctor want to play games tonight. She want to play games tonight. I ain't mad at you, sis. What? Medical, what'd you say? Future emergency funds. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Finances being able to agree on the things shared, right? Personal space, speaking up and out when there's a problem. Okay, yeah, okay, now I get it. Like the medical, right? The car, right. All major bills. I got you, Quaff. I got you. Nah, facts, my chief, facts. Yeah, I know you laughing because you know, yeah, yeah, that's right. Chuckle, girl, and throw that popcorn back. Chuckle, just don't choke on the popcorn now. If you a spring bottle of water, whatever it is you drink, your sparkly, whatever. Let's go. So now we done got through some of these questions, right? Now I want to go ahead. I got a video I want to pull up. So, you know, I asked these questions for a reason, man, because I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, I be hearing all these talks about how men, like, we need to be more emotionally aware and and you know, we need to know how to hold it together, and you know, you can just find another one. Like, yeah, I mean, you know, shouldn't be an issue, right? You could just get another one. You know what I find fascinating? When I come across chicks who have a whole name called Bad Baby. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all may know who Shorty is. I don't know who she is. I don't give a damn who she is. But I'm interested in this goddamn video. And I said GOT for you holy holies. Not GOD. Yeah, you might as well get that. All right, y'all. So I ain't even gonna hold this. With that being said, the time right now is 9:44 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank everybody so much for tuning in. So now, from the first question being, having friends in a relationship, is that a problem? Should we trust people the way that we do? And does social media shift and mold the way we move? I asked those questions for a reason. Now let's look at what's going on with somebody called Bad Baby. All right. Let's see how she's responding when things aren't going the way she wants to in a relationship. Because ladies, the last time I checked, y'all would tell sis in a heartbeat, girl, it's a million. Look, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Right? All right, I want to know where's to the left on this jump right here. What's Bad Baby doing?
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £100 off for a family.
Are you serious right now? Is this really something that we call digmatized? Or I don't know. Is she not able to take care of herself? And she's like, oh my gosh, don't you take the bag away? What is it? Because last time I checked, any chick that calls herself, what's her name again? No, real shit. What's her name? Bad Baby. Only thing missing is doll at the end. You know, baby doll. You know, they always got to be something doll because they're like Barbie and shit. So, all right, Bad Baby, I would think by the name alone, by the status alone, you should never be a chick crying over a nigga like that. You should never be no chick embarrassing yourself in public like this.
Jenny, get off the car. Are you even staying? The free Shell Place holidays available with 22 kilos.
I literally don't even know. I don't.
Somebody tell me, does she have any clips? Because I'm sure she do. On how she's playing some kind of song in the background, whether it's like a Cardi, a Meg, or a Glorilla. You know, one of them, like a Suki Hana, them type Sexy Red. I know she got Instagram posts talking about how much she don't give a shit about a nigga. How much, you know what I'm saying? Niggas only pay me. You know what's talked about. You know what's said. Right? I know she says that. We all know that. I know she has. I've never seen her on social media. I guarantee you, if I went to her Instagram, I guarantee you I can find something where she's talking about how much that nigga needs her. She don't need that nigga. Yeah, when they get to playing tough, bull. Let's go.
I don't even know what to do. I feel so stuck. Like everywhere I turn, it's just a wall in front of me. Like I have to allow it. There's nothing else I can do. Like I said, instead of him going and unfollowing the bitches, he sits there and argues with me and tells me that I'm insecure.
You know what I've come across? I've come across some of the most sexiest, just scrumptious, attractive women with no self-esteem to save their damn life. Just as cute as ever. Thick, gorgeous natural hair, beautiful, sexy, pretty lips, gorgeous brown skin, lighter skin, whatever it may be. They are absolutely scrumptious. And let the slightest little anything come their way. Your nose too big, eye high, your neck too long, or something. Oh man, they damn near want to jump off a building. Whole time, you just don't have a clue of how absolutely magnificently gorgeous you are. I have come across some of the most insecure women, who most people Most women even would be like, girl, I wish I had your shape. I wish I had your hair texture. I wish I had your skin tone, your eye color. And they don't think shit of themselves. Let's go.
Like, it's so obvious what you do in that moment to make it better. I shouldn't have to tell you.
Now, mind you, you better believe, yes. I'm high as Cootie Brown. Because one thing I can't take is white women crying. Trust me, I promise you, I gotta muster my way through this bitch. Let's go. You're not confused. You're not confused. You just was ignoring everything that was on its way to you. You ignored it all. You're not confused about anything. You're not. You're not. You're just not wanting to recognize what possibly has been told to you that could happen and can happen. You've heard the narratives, you heard the dialogue, you know what social media consists of, you know what relationship talk sounds like, because all you ladies love to listen to that nigga that just gives you the good fluff. Oh yeah, you love a man to just fluff your pillow and let you know, just lay on back and everything gonna be all good, sis. But really all he did was just fluff you a pillow that is stuffed with cactus. But I'm gonna shut up. Let's go.
I'm literally so confused. Like, why is this even, with the love that I give this man, everything that I do for this man, why is he even interested in partaking?
Because you're the type of woman, you like the dude that all the women want. The guy that actually might have been a little more quieter. You know, he may not come off too flashy, but he damn sure is not broke. He's not broke. He just, he's not going around with a extra 1,000 chains on his neck looking like Mr. T. Maybe he's not too concerned about, you know what I'm saying, always being at the littest spots. He might have said, hey, you want to go, look at some koi fish at a nice pond I know? You want to go, to this little, axe throwing spot, you know what I'm saying, and get some drinks and maybe do a little karaoke. Maybe we can cook a meal together and lay down or something. She don't want to do that. See, she don't want the ending of the movie of Baby Boy. She don't want that. Like, if you told her, let's go play some cards in front of a beautiful lake, she would say, nigga, you sound cheap. So we got to remember what we're dealing with here, right? Yeah, let's keep on rocking out.
Shit like this. I'm willing to bet money on it. He be liking them bitches' pictures, DMing them bitches, they don't say nothing to him. I'm willing to bet money on it.
I'm willing to bet money on it that you been came across your husband for life, your true love, your best friend and lover and companion for life, but you turned him down or you dogged him. I guarantee you one day he said hello and your only response was boy bye. I bet you that. I'm willing to guarantee it, because we're good at this, from eyelashes, tattoos, all of it. Yes, I am stereotyping. I am profiling. You want to know why? Because that's the only reason why I know I made it to the age of 42. I had to profile a few times in my life to know that, yeah, this nigga right here, he effed up. I need to get up out of here. Yep.
Like, I know how this shit goes, bro. And I probably wouldn't even be getting on here talking about it, but he ignores me. He cuts his phone off. He says he's not gonna talk to me if I'm crying.
How many dudes? Listen, I'm not, because look, I'm going in because it ain't nothing that damn serious. She's just dealing with some regular breakup shit, so fuck it. Like, dead ass on that, right? Excuse my language. How many dudes that really, really liked you did you play with like that? See, right now, I'm going to break down that side that usually isn't spoken about. That's a strong possibility. It is not a guarantee, but it's a strong possibility. How many dudes, went through like, man, this chick just got me, bro. She just, oh my gosh, man, you really had me thinking you was about, like a relationship, and you up here calling me bae and all this other shit. But whole T come to find out I'm in your phone logged in as DoorDash as the electrician. What the fuck? Like, so I just, when moments like this happen, I just wonder, is it possible that the universe could be reciprocating? Or could it just be that you a dope ass chick and you just keep finding yourself in really effed up circumstances because you keep trying to get along, go along to get along, and you keep trying to fit in. You keep on trying to be like the Joneses. You try and be like sis and them on the internet. It's a lot of y'all out there too. It's a lot of sisters that, really, you are a dope ass chick. You are a good ass woman. It's just you keep trying to chase this image because you want to keep up with your friend Kiki and them. Let's go.
Y'all, I swear on everything that I love. I am not dealing with this man no more ever again in my life.
That's a lie. She gonna press charges on him later on that night, then turn around and be at his court date, and she gonna be putting money on his phone, and she gonna be sending him commissary. She gonna go ahead, she gonna block him, but she's still gonna make sure that she can see his social media. You see, that's the games they like to play. They like to make sure that you can't see them, but they can see you. So when they say that shit, don't believe it. That's a lie. They're keeping tabs, and they want to know, are you succeeding? That's it. That's all it really is. So that's a lie. Her saying that shit, no, she's still gonna be looking at everything that nigga posts. I promise you. Because I've been through it. I know what it's like to have somebody say, oh, you're blocked. We should go our own ways. We should stay out of each other's way. Whole T, they looking at every goddamn thing you do, but they just don't want you to see what they do. Yeah, it happens.
So much shit trying to love this person. I went through so much shit trying to understand this person. I have went through so much shit. I have suffered so much trying to deal with this man. I have to explain my way of.
My bad, y'all. If you don't mind me, I just need me like, I don't know, 25 seconds, because I don't like white women crying. That shit is nails on the chalkboard. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, now, all right, we're back. I'm good. I just had to, I can't take too much of that in like a row. Let's go.
Thinking, yo, bro. You know, he really told me, I don't hit you no more because I know the white police bitch you are. Meanwhile, I've only made one police report.
He said, oh God, I mean, she said, oh boy. All right, I'm gonna just let us hear this part, because this part right here had me like,
God have mercy upon us.
Let's go ahead and listen, man. Let's see what she say. Because this part right here tripped me out.
Against Levon, one, when he's hit me, let's see, if we've been together for 3 years, and March will be 3 years, and there's 365 days in a year. That means roughly 900 days. He's hit me at least 500 times.
How did he get past 1? I mean, it's a real question. Go ahead. Y'all can try to do that. Like, we're going to cancel you, Smitty, because you victim blaming. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, try that shit. See how it work out for you. Now I'm asking a real question. Why you let it get past 1? 500 times. Do y'all hear that? Man, hold on, man. Let me get on camera, man. That's all that shit. $500 times. Hey, listen. Have you all ever had that friend or relative? You love them to death. You love them so much. They call you. They got an issue. You receive it. You like, okay, you receive it. They call you again. They got an issue. You receive it. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Watch this. They call you again and again and again with an issue, and you receive it. But one day, you see their number on your phone. You see them on your call ID. And you like, I'm not answering today. All right. Don't we all know somebody who keeps on, we love them to death, but they just keep on wanting to call you and complain about the same shit that they refuse to get themselves out of. They just, for whatever reason, they just want to keep telling you about the shit. You give them all kind of wonderful suggestions. All the way down to the best suggestion. What? He broke a glass bottle over your head? You need to leave and press charges. And somehow or another, you see them at their court date on that person's behalf. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? Do you keep on cheering that on? What do you do with that? Do you just keep on telling them, nah, sis, I mean, give him another shot. He did what? Threw a brick at your face? Now, listen, maybe he just had a little bit to look. Did you ask him if the job was stressing him? Maybe that's why he smacked you with his muddy work boot when he came in the house. He did what? Y'all was running low on money and he smacked you because you made him Cheerios when you walked in. When he walked in the door. Sis, you need to be more understanding of that man. How that man get up to 500 times? Like, listen, I'm going to be real with you. I can't think of a category in life where I would be not embarrassed to the high heavens, to the lowest of the hells, and everything in between. If I told y'all somebody or something F me over, I would feel like a complete bag of shh if I got on the internet and I said, hey, y'all, so I'm outside of my job again, and this is the 10th time that they didn't get my hours right. What do you think most people going to say in that chat? Hey, y'all. So, yeah, I'm back here at my favorite restaurant, and my chicken is cold again, and oh, my gosh, man, this salad is soggy. This is the 19th time. Listen, we didn't say 500. We didn't say 100. This is the 10th time. This is the 100th time that they keep bringing me bad food. What do you think most people are going to be saying to that person in the chat? How do I aid self-infliction? I'm going to ask that question again. How do you truly aid the continuancy of self-infliction? How do you do that? Move. Even better. How do you do that without burning yourself out? Now, what we're going to do is, because I don't have no backup here, okay? I hope you all stick around. I'm taking a quick commercial break because I got to use the bathroom, okay? All right, y'all just give me a quick second. I'm going to play some music, and we will be right back after.
I wonder rock right now. I put my whole alliance and we all Bronx fan. Took up off the Cisco with the Figueroa links. Counting on the moolah and the Diamante Sphinx. Dragging on the reapers, got my soul high for weeks. I think I see five, put the mag under the seats. We living like it's dynasty with custom made juice. One chief places Cincy, I need to get loose.
Foxes into the low underworld. Pinchigo walls and naked cities under sniper's moon. The house of bamboo with China's love, acupuncture. Menage a trois, the French connection is the satin prince. My Sharia more meditate, 7-7 heaven. On cloud 9 contact, Minnesota fest. Let them dream of the satin city. When the Dewano's moonshine is fine as Hollywood. How we do.
Yeah, coach with me in the Vega, bubbling. 6 figures on ice, bubbling. 8-day type business, bubbling. Diamond Crook franchise, bubbling. Coach with me in the Vega, bubbling. 6 figures on ice, bubbling. 8-day type business, bubbling. Diamond Crook franchise, bubbling.
The house from Sunny Sheba, connect with the Sheba baby Sheen. The snatch golden feet, say la vie. Midnight sun, melting ice grills, zipper face, Mr. Frost. They close with the slaves of New York.
Symphony connection, position clutch extension. Conniving blade errors, under seats tension. Cut close with toast, cherish pearl tongues. Arabian Nights, designing dreams for the young.
With the satin struthers, and 8 days Hollywood on my satin dog. They whisper Dr. Feel Good in my seduction palace. On king size, Ethan Allen, come and meditate. Inside my nutcracker suite.
First notice, Black Lotus, Lotus with friction. Currency exchange, multiple digital diction. Remote control corners, digest the sugar. Praise be the lower for the love we gon' live. Coach with me in the Vega, bubbling. 6 figures on ice, bubbling. 8-day type business, bubbling. Diamond Crook franchise, bubbling. Coach with me in the Vega, bubbling. 6 figures on ice, bubbling. 8-day type business, bubbling. Diamond Crook franchise, bubbling.
No love for the cat, it's hot sugar live on the block. A flight to the Juggle Town block. The shot of life with the jism up in the fluff. My airtight sugar flowing slick low enough. I'm on a block bus with the Juggle game phrase. A shakedown from
Okay, now we back. I appreciate everybody. Much respect to the family. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this. Let's keep on listening to what she got to say. Let's go ahead and do this. Bye. Let's go ahead and rock out.
Spit on me. Well over that. Levon is the first and only person to ever spit on me.
Let me tell y'all something that I've learned. Hold on. Wait. Come here, baby. Upstairs. Come here, baby. Thank you, beautiful. Upstairs on the table. Upstairs on that table. Okay. Thank you, babe. How many times does somebody have to spit on you? Like if I'm cool with you or anything, I'm just curious. Like, how many times does somebody have to hawk one on you? A nice, wet, sticky one. One of them sticky jumps. Might even got a little green in it, depending on the time of year. You let somebody keep doing that to you. And my whole thing is, my whole thing with this whole everything we're listening to is, should we feel sorry for her? Considering what she's explaining, she said the man has hit her over 500 times. How was he able to have access to even do that to you? How was that possible? How was that? Thank you, baby. Go on. Thank you, baby. You got a lighter? Okay. How is that even possible? So again, I mean, I don't know. At what number should we be outraged? At what number? At what number should we be outraged at what's taking place? Let's go ahead and keep listening. Let's just listen for a minute. I'm gonna let her talk for a nice little minute, get a nice little feel of what's going on. All right. So I'm gonna let her just whine and cry out for a minute. Let's go.
Spit in my face at all. Abusers will try to silence their fucking victims. If you're fucking bold enough to do it, you should be bold enough to fucking stand on it. Like, You know what he really told me? I don't hit you no more because I know the type of white police bitch you are. Meanwhile, I've only made one.
You let a nigga get to the point where he could say to you, in one of his arguments during one of y'all back and forths, he says, "You know why I don't hit you no more? Why are you even with somebody that even can verbalize that out of their mouth and it be true? That they've put their hands on you." Now, you know what it really comes down to when I think about it right here? How much self-esteem in yourself do you really have? So again, when I say to y'all, I've come across some of the most baddest of chick. Her name, she calls herself bad, bad baddie. Okay, bad baddie. All right, so you got baddie in there twice. So you all the way to shit. How can such a woman that we know I know she got endless, she sold the much of the sparkle, she is this, babe, sparkle. Thank you. She is this, she is that. How do you get to the point where you crying over one nigga like that, huh? If you bad baddie, you should be able, you know. I know you got a lineup, right? Because see, the thing is it's a lot of young women who are following behind this chick, and they followed behind leaving a good dude because of the propaganda that might have been spread, everything. Right? They went on ahead, and because, you know what I'm saying, this person got them thinking that this is really what it's supposed to be for us as ladies. Now, let's look at it. Let's look at this shit. You crying right now. You crying. All them tattoos, your eyebrows done, the lashes. I'm breaking this shit down because I'm bringing people back to normal human form. Outside of this social media shit, outside of all the filters. Look at how she crying over this one nigga. Fuck is we talking about tonight? Sugar bum, you can start that shit if you want to. You know I ain't gonna kick you out of nowhere, goddamn it. But I just might not be your friend until tomorrow. Okay, so if you go too far, I'm not your friend until tomorrow, nigga. That's just what it is. Okay, deal with it. What the same reason? Okay. Sugar bomb.
Timepiece frosty. That's why you only get one chance to cross me.
Keep that shit up if you want to, shout. Keep it up if you want to, native.
Police report against Levon. One, when he's hit me. Let's see. If we've been together for 3 years, and March will be 3 years, and there's
3 years. He's hit you over 500 times in 3 years and spat on you multiple times. Young lady, where is your self-esteem? Where's your confidence? Where's the baddie in you that knows I'm too bad of a baddie to put up with this shit? I don't have to deal with a nigga spitting on me. And R. Kelly, I mean, she ain't say that. Well, I'm just saying. I don't have to do, you know me, I'm gonna say shit because it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna throw my little jokes in, but not real shit though. How you keep going through that? You know, I hear a lot of talk about how, no, Smitty, you wrong for that because you don't know what women deal with. And sometimes that nigga say that he gonna off you if you leave. So we just stay and deal with it. Okay. Let's keep on listening. I ain't gonna go too far. I'm just saying. Let's keep on listening. Just know I still got my own thoughts when it comes to this shit, and it is not the thoughts that y'all think is agreeable. Let's go.
365 days in a year. That means roughly 900 days.
What? Have I researched domestic violence? You know, I'm an honest man. No, I haven't, Sugar Bomb. I actually haven't. I actually have not researched the actual numbers on domestic violence. But you know what I do know? I do know that everything from a woman's looks on social media with filters can be altered and skewed. So can the results of whatever statistics we think we're looking up. All right, shout. You know, like for example, you know that like let's say in homicides, DUIs are not included. You know how many people were off because somebody was drunk behind the wheel? But you know who does it more? White people. So you know what? They decided because they do it more, they don't put it on the M list. Thus, they have this false identity of we do it more. It's a lot of stuff. So I mean, I get you on that. I'm gonna give you that, but nah, we gotta like really think about what you're saying right now. All right, let's go ahead and get back to it.
He's hit me at least 500 times.
500.
He spit on me. Well over that. Levon is the first and only person to ever spit on me, spit in my face at all. The first time this man spit in my face, I was pregnant. And it was because
You allowed yourself to get pregnant by a man. So I'm pretty sure before he spat on you, he already done put his hands on you multiple times and you still allowed yourself to get pregnant by that man. My point is, like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I don't have too much for that. I don't have too much for the one who listen. If I keep on taking a knife and I don't know, I stab myself in the hand, stab myself in the leg. You know what I mean? I stab myself in the arm, stab myself in the torso. And each time I do it, I shoot out a post and I'm talking about how much I'm in pain. Then you all get the notice and come to find out what just happened to me was self-inflicted. I self-inflicted myself, right? At what point do you think people are like after the what? I don't know. Is it going to be after the 5th time I'm in a hospital, right? Mind you, I got like a quarterly to half a year mode in all of this. Like this happens to me at least, I don't know, 2 to 3 times a year, and it spreads out for at least about 5 years. So let's say 3 times 5, boom, 15. So I done stabbed myself and cut myself 15 different times to where it cost me to be hospitalized. I got to get stitches and all kind of gauze and wraps and everything else. And I keep on asking for you all sympathy, but yet I keep stabbing myself. I keep doing it myself. Right? I know that's like so harsh for people to hear. That's the part I don't care about. I don't care about how harsh it sounds to you while I'm saying it. The only thing that I care about is the message that's being placed across. If I keep on doing something to myself, if I keep going out and doing dumbass crimes, and I keep hitting y'all up right after I get out, and I'm like, hey, y'all, I need help with a lawyer. At what point are you going to say, hey, bruh, you need to just stop getting locked up? I just want somebody to tell me, where am I? First of all, look. First of all, young lady, you can fix your damn face right now. You can fix your face right now. Right now. Okay? Fix your face. I don't want to hear nothing about that, all right? But on some real shit. You keep trying to pull that if you want to. Let's go ahead, keep on listening to what she talking about.
because I caught him DMing a girl in vanish mode. Y'all remember when my friend Mariah that passed away got into the fight at the restaurant? Because another girl there stood up for me because she heard me saying like, I seen it. She was like, why you cheating on her? Like, she's way too good for you. You don't deserve her. That's what happened at the restaurant that day. He was DMing a girl in vanish mode. And very well so, It could have not been what it looked like, and I could have been tripping, but I was also 9 months pregnant. She could have just DM'd him, and he opened it and didn't say anything. I seen it, but I didn't know, and I just started tripping because he started telling me I didn't see it. Now, if he would have said, "Oh yeah, she just DM'd me," like, he didn't say that at first.
My bad. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I got a typical man's brain. I gotta rewind a little bit because along the way of the whining and sniffling, my man's brain zoned out. It did. That's a real thing. We really do that. We really do just kind of clock out at some point, especially if you're not our girl. Now, if you are a girl, that's different. Fellas, I'm not going to suggest you to do that with your wifey. But when you listening to some random chick do this shit, like, let me just go back a little bit. Ah, boy. All right, I'm not pushing rewind no more.
DM'd him, and he opened it and didn't say anything. I seen it, but I didn't know, and I just started tripping because he started telling me I didn't see it. Now, if he would have said, "Oh yeah, she just DM'd me," like, he didn't say that at first. He tried to say, "What, this," and show me something else when it was literally right in my fucking face. Like, stuff only happens. I only feel like this living with Levon and living with my mom. When I was younger, I would question myself all the time, like, what's wrong with me? Why do I keep causing all these problems? Why every time?
All right, I just got a question. Like, this is the part that's amazing to me. All right, watch this. Sugar Bum. How possibly does he, keywords, he sounds like an idiot? How possibly, if you haven't heard one word that man has said? How did you come to that conclusion through her sniffling and crying? It's amazing, man. I'm just curious, like, because I'm reading this and I'm saying to myself, that man hasn't said one word yet. How possibly do you come to that conclusion? You've never, now, I'm not gonna say never because I don't know, you could know this relationship, but I'm just saying but from how I'm reading it, he sounds like, meaning it sounds like you're saying you don't know who he is, but I'm listening to sis, and sis is crying hard enough. She cute enough, and her name is Batty. So it's no way she could be lying, exaggerating, or put herself through any goddamn thing on planet Earth. That's what it appears to be, Sugar Bum. I'm just saying. What you mean he sounds like an idiot? Where is he up here? Last time I checked, it's just her talking. Let me shut up. I'm just saying. What? What you say behind this? Hold on. Let me see something right here. Obviously, how she describes him. Obviously, how she describes him.
God have mercy upon us.
Whose man is this?
You put him on the TV.
Go home!
Bro, don't.
Go home! Go home!
I say I don't want something being done to me. I get in trouble for it. Why does it start a fight? Why do they say these things to me? And it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And I feel like Levon has been trying to train me to shut up and deal with it.
Bad Baby over here saying that she's finally done with Vaughn because her baby daddy is just always taking her through shit. And my thing is that nobody is showing her empathy because, they keep saying, she's going to go back to him. She's going to go back to him. No matter how many times she does, understand that literally she's trying to leave somebody that she has a trauma bond with because all the trauma that she has not worked through yet. And that's what it looks like. A lot of y'all love to claim that y'all got trauma. Whole time, no, you don't. If you did, you would understand what the fuck that girl going through. She makes these bad life choices because she's trying to unlearn bad habits. That's what trauma does to you. Just like a lot of people love to claim that they got ADHD, but then want to hate on Evan. Whole time, Evan can't focus for long. That's why she don't be answering people.
What? Levon, he sounds like a classic abuser. All right, so let's just take time. All right, now listen. I know how Sugar Bum go. Sugar Bum already knows. Smitty don't give a shit about what she, you know what I'm saying? She know I'm just gonna rock with her back, and then we gonna call it a night. She gonna go back to her life. I'm gonna go back to mine. She know that about Smitty, right? All right, Sugar Bum. On a serious tip, you do have to recognize that there are people that may not know exactly your MO who are listening, who will listen. I don't get the biggest numbers in the world, but I get enough numbers to spread a germ. You know, it only takes one sneeze or cough, right, to like pass on the whole flu to the office, right? You don't need to actually go around and like hawk loogies and people coffees, although that's nasty. I'm just saying, like, it's just a sneeze in the air, and you can get like a bunch of people sick. You can just walk around them and breathe and get a bunch of people sick. This is a real thing. So the correlation that I'm making with that and what you're saying right here is you will really have people believe and think that, you know what, the only thing we have to do is just listen to a woman say something, and that's it. Nothing else needs to be done. Like, we don't need to investigate nothing. Like, come to find out, this nigga could be literally everything that you actually want in a man, Sugar Bone. I know. She like, what? That's impossible. Because all of y'all niggas is X, Y, and Z. Nah, real talk though. Real talk though. Like, we could keep going with that method if we want to, but the only thing that it does is it just holds us back, Sugar Bone. Now, that's just the little quick part I'm going to give you, but you already know you can type whatever the fuck you want to type. Just don't get my damn channel shut down. Don't say nothing that's triggering to the algorithm or AI. I don't give a shit. You already know. I don't care. All right, y'all, let's keep on going. Let's rock out.
That's ADHD. Y'all love claiming shit like bipolar. And the whole time you'll see when somebody is bipolar up and down, you know, 1 minute they good, next minute they not. Then y'all love to criticize on the internet and then claim it in real life. Bitch, you're not none of those things. You never went through it. Stop saying you got trauma. No, the fuck you don't. Stop claiming the shit that you want to be with whole.
Yes, you are. All right. Now, one thing you're not going to do over here, Sugar Bomb, you're going to not lie. Don't come over here lying. Go everywhere else and lie, Sugar Bomb. You're not allowed to come to Smitty's Corner, a.k.a. Lighthouse_301, and lie. I won't allow it. I won't allow it. I don't give a goddamn if we both from uptown, nigga. I don't allow it. I'm telling you straight up. Let's go.
Time everybody else is actually that, and you just trying to fit in.
So apparently she was pregnant about 2 months ago, but she ended up having a miscarriage because LV got her stressing around. He's cheating on her left and right. She's in a car trying to get him in the car to go home, and he's not coming. And she looked down at her and she was. And when he finally came back in the car, he did not give a that she had a miscarriage. He was like, "You an infant kid," saying that, "Oh, it was a freak." Mind you, that baby, she did not want it. She wanted to keep the child regardless. She was not going to get. You know, you get what I'm saying? I just am finally glad that she's opening her eyes because it really seems like she's done this time. She made multiple videos on her Snapchat story explaining everything that he did, all the times that he cheated on her, even while she was 9 months pregnant, texting on vanish mode on Instagram. I mean, you have to go watch it for yourself. But I just really feel so bad for her because she's battling postpartum. She's like, so she's going through so much shit. On top of that, she has a baby father who's literally controlling all of her money, cheating on her like every day, going out in the club, coming back home at 5 a.m. Like, who is he feeling like? And mind you, he's using all of her money. Like, the fact that Alabama Barker even commented and said, even though things haven't been good between them, she does not deserve to be treated like this, etc. And she's finally opening her eyes and realizing that, yeah, this man does not love me, even though I love him so much. It's nothing that can be done. And she even said that.
She said, I love him so much. Sugar Bum, if you still here, any lady, I honestly have a question. If your bestie or your favorite sister, I mean blood sister, cousin, whoever, like somebody you're really close to, sis comes to you. You know she's been in this abusive relationship for years, getting her ass mopped with the floor, literally by her weave by this nigga. Like he literally turns her upside down and does embarrassing shit. And he spits on her, puts his hands on her. And she tells you, I really love him. Now it's been 5 years and she's been going through this abuse. I honestly want to know from you all as ladies, whether you say it now, whether you drop it in the comment section after this because you caught it on a replay. I really want to know because I like to learn from my sisters. I don't talk for y'all. I allow you all to speak for yourself, whether from the chat or whether on the panel. She says that to you, that he's been abusing her. Do you really tell her, yeah, sis, love can be hard sometimes, and do you convince her to stick it out? I'm just curious. Like, what do y'all really say to each other? When one of your homegirls comes to you and says that, do you really tell her to stick it out? So my point is she's saying, I love this man so much. All right, cool beans. You saying you love him so much. Does anybody ever ask, okay, well, what do you love about him? Or do you just give her the feel good that she feels like she wants and needs at that moment? I'm just curious of how does this work? Let's keep on going.
You know, she has a child by him, and she does not want her daughter, Callie, to see this exception of love, because that is not love. Her mistake was taking LV back after finding about Alabama Barker. That's number one. You should have been left that man. And she was saying, you know, how he always crying and it's always hard for her to like say no to him. So that's why she always ends up going back. But this time, I don't know if she's for real, but you know, her mental state does not look good right now. I'm really concerned about her. Like, she's probably on the...
Ladies, I'm curious, okay? I'm going to pose all these questions. What would you say are 2 main factors that will keep a woman from saying no to a man that's abusive? Now, I'm going to say the 2 things that I think it is. I would say if they're demonetized, okay? If they're demonetized, and if he got that back, like he's able to afford a certain lifestyle that she want. If he can afford the lifestyle, she'll put up with the abuse. If the nigga D is good enough, she will put up with the abuse. Those are the 2 that I have. Now, I'm just guessing as a man, okay? You tell me what it is for real, for real. Let's go.
The verge of like, it just won't tell us, you know what I'm saying? I feel like her daughter is the only person who's still keeping her here. Like, just watching her, you know, make her own career with all the things that happened with Dr. Phil, okay, to now, it's just like, what actually happened? Like, men can literally ruin your life. And she's crashing out on the internet, and it's just like, I just hope she stands on business. She does not.
No. Well, yes. Yes and no. I'm sorry. Because I got to. Sis, not men can ruin your life. The wrong man can ruin your life. I want us to pay attention to just how that small addition changes everything in how that's said. You can get on here and say, men can ruin your life. That'll totally make some people, if not most people, think, damn, like overall, it's like an epidemic. But then if you were to actually word it and say, the wrong man can ruin your life, it gives it a whole different dynamic in how that person receives the information and how they think about it, how they then take it in, how they then sit on that and then just kind of take their own personal observations as to now what it is that they believe they see in front of them since now being given this new profound information. Just keep on going.
Gives me another chance because you already know.
Y'all, I swear on everything that I love, I am not dealing with this man no more ever my life.
You said he hit you over 500 times and he spat on you multiple times. And you really think that I'm about to believe that you're not? I mean, you could be. It could be. It could be finally. You know, that does happen. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just want us to recognize. See, I'm giving the response of how in real life society will be saying things to you. So don't take this solely. Anybody with a half of brain of logic would say, just a half of one, let alone a full. Anybody who can think logically is going to come to the conclusion of what it is that I'm saying to some form of degree. May not be word for word, but the sentiment was going to hit on the same. Let's go.
I went through so much shit trying to love this person. I went through so much shit trying to understand this person. I went through so much shit. I have suffered so much trying to deal with this man. I have to explain my way of thinking. Yo, bro.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Apparently, that's what's going on with her. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead. I got one last video. I'm gonna pull up. I'm about to go ahead and relaxing. Oh shoot, yeah, I gotta get up early tomorrow. Yeah, so we're gonna get through we're gonna get through this last video, then I gotta call it a night, and that's gonna be what it is. Much respect to the family. Let me just find the video. Don't mind me. I think I found it. Nope, not this one. It's not this one. It's not that one. It's coming up. It's coming up. There it is. I actually found it. All right, so shout out to my man and CEO. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna listen to this. I'm gonna get right on into it so we can go ahead and get through this segment. All right, much respect to the family, and with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 10:37 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and take a gander. Let's take a gander. Respect.
Tired of hearing a lot of people saying things about black people this, Africa this, and that. Let's get some facts straight. If you hate Africa so much, that's fine. Don't try to find out where your ancestors are from. It's okay. You're born here. Accept that. We accept that too. But we never force our narratives on you that are over here or people who claim to be born over here. That's fine.
All right. So off rip, that's a lie. Because there are endless clips of people from the motherland continent saying that if you deny that you are a slave off the ship, then you are denying your African heritage. Thus, that in itself, off rip, is pushing a narrative. That is pushing a narrative. That is trying to convince. All right. So the fact is that there are way more Africans who would say you are denying your African heritage because you say that you are Black American. Now, for some strange reason, I'm going to reiterate again with tectonic plates shifting throughout history and life, not to mention I'm just trying to figure out why is it that everybody else is to be a black where they're from except us? It is true. Shout out to my man and CEO. You know, there are no Haitians that say that they're Haitian African, you know, Jamaican African, None of that. Dominican African, Cuban African. You just don't hear it. But for some reason, like we have to be the only ones that get this rep of everybody else who is black. Like, I don't even hear people from the UK get this stigma. I don't hear nobody else get the stigma if you don't know where you're from, you don't know your culture, except the ones who are in North America. Specifically, we're going to target that group. Let's go ahead and listen.
But you guys find it so okay and normal to talk nonsense and say stupid things about Africans or the people that migrated from Africa to the United States, like it's the end of the world for them. Listen, let me tell you something you don't understand. Just because we come over here to adventure into things does not make us less of who we are. You should be actually grateful for the fact that Africans come.
Doesn't make us less than who we are. Then why do you treat us less than who we are? Okay, we sat on that. Let's go.
Over to the United States or to the other countries to help liberate you guys from the things you don't even know. Okay? It's just like in the Bible, like when God told Adam and Eve not to eat the forbidden fruit. I'll put it this way. We are the forbidden fruit. There's a lot of things you guys didn't know existed until we started coming here. If we didn't come here, some of you wouldn't even have that mindset to be trying to endeavor in different type of businesses. I'm not saying you guys haven't been doing that for a while, but at the same time, we are the evolution of you, not the other way around.
We are the evolution. The word evolution means to evolve. All right. So to evolve is to grow from. All right. So a tadpole. All right. So a frog is the evolution in a sense, right? Just on a basic level, right? The frog will be the evolution of the tadpole because it started as a tadpole and then it grew into the frog. Okay, so cool beans. So if we know that there are a group and a segment of Black Americans who are considered to be African Americans because their lineage does date back to places in Africa. Okay, follow me. The evolution. You all as Africans are the evolution of us and not the other way around. See, this is when people just get to saying words and don't know what they mean. To evolve means that you have grown from something. How is it that you all are known to be the very, very first, if you want to say? Let's just play that game. Let's do it. The very first. All right, but Africans, the very first. If you all came before us, then how was it that we, for some reason, came after? I mean, you all are the evolution of us. How can you be the evolution of something that we came long after you? Riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. I just, I mean, of course, Native. I mean, you already know. You're shaking my head too, bruh. Shaking my head too. Let's keep on listening. Let's keep on listening to the disrespect and how much, like, it's such an offset with this. And my aunt CEO and my man and CEO gonna get in there and say what he gotta say. Let's go.
What? I'm gonna try to remember everything he said. The first thing he said, if y'all notice, he said people who claim to be born here. First he said, oh, the people who are here, and then he said, or who claim to be here, or people who are born here who claim to be born here. What do you mean claim to be born here, nigga? We're here. We've been here for hundreds of years. hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Nah, but I'm just wondering though, like if you meet a Haitian, a Panamanian, or anybody else, right? And they like, yeah, I'm Haitian, I'm Panamanian, I'm Afro Latino, I'm Jamaican. Do you say that they claim to be from the island they from, or do you just accept it? And if you do, then do you turn around and deny their African roots? Because we all know that Jamaicans are the Africans that was dropped off on that island and they stayed there because they revolted just like Haitians did. That's a real thing. That is true. But they still say where they came from. The same Creole, that same Creole that Haitians speak, there are Africans that speak that. Whatever, let's go.
And then he said where your ancestors come from. I don't think a lot of Africans realize that Black Americans can trace our ancestral lineage farther than y'all can. Like, I'm in the early 1800s right now. That's where I'm in. I'm in like the 1810s right now with my ancestral lineage. So most of y'all can't trace your lineage back. Some of y'all don't even have birth certificates. Some of y'all they didn't even have paperwork in the 1800s for your homelands. You can't trace your lineage back 200 years. You can't trace your lineage back 300 years. A lot of Black Americans can. We can trace our lineages back hundreds and hundreds of years. You can't. All you can do is put your saliva on a piece of paper and believe 23andMe whenever they tell you where you come from, which isn't true. I don't even know why y'all people believe that shit. They said a frog was from the Congo. When somebody put it in a saliva thing, the thing said that a frog was from the Congo.
I'm also still trying to figure out, like, at what point, because, you know, of course, Brother Ant is going to talk about this a lot in this video right here. We can ready to end it off with, but I do wonder, like, how was it that, and I've asked this before myself, long before, how was it that they're able to do all of this shit talking and they're so wonderful and great, but yet none of them get shit right in their own country? If we look at videos at the average hometown in a country, the worst of our hoods, from a Compton to a West Park in Baltimore to a Southeast in DC, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so on and so forth. A Port Arthur, Texas, a Little Rock, Arkansas. That shit looks like paradise compared to their normal everyday living structures. So you have all of these resources. You're able to come over here and get all of this wonderful everything going on. But for some reason, none of this can happen where you're from. Why? Why, for whatever reason, none of this happen where you're from? You know, there's two forms of existence in survival. One is fight, the other is flight. Right? And I really do peep it. I peep it. Majority of them use the flight, as in they literally get on planes and go to other countries. Majority of us mentality is the fight, because we still here hundreds of years after slavery. Fight or flight? Which do we do? Which do they do? Interesting.
Because they assumed that it was the human's DNA, so it's all cap. They lying anyway. But y'all fucking idiots eat that shit up. But then the nigga said, teach us how to run businesses. Do I really even have to like address that? Do I really even have to like address black people not running businesses. So Africans taught black Americans, or Africans are showing black Americans how to run businesses. Okay, let's go with that rhetoric. Why are y'all not running businesses in your homeland then? If y'all run all these successful businesses, then where are the businesses in your homeland?
Go get the money, 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 I got it. Push it, 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 push it.
Why can't you stay in your homeland and run a successful business? Make that make sense to me. Are there more soul food restaurants, or are there more Nigerian food restaurants in America? So what was like, I'm confused. Are there more Nigerian, or let's just do Africa. Are there more African barbershops in America, or are there more Black American barbershops in America?
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. They got that hair braiding down pack. They do. I had an African do mine before I got my locks. I ain't gonna lie. I went to a goddamn Sierra Leone and she did the shit out of them goddamn box braids. I ain't gonna lie. Let's go. They got them braids though. They got them braids.
That's just barbershops and food. Let's do clothes. Are there more Black American clothing stores in America that are actually ran and operated and owned by Black Americans, or more African? Sure numbers, like, let's not even, like, do we really have to break that down? Like, do we really?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, everybody knows. Look, and I'm saying it. If they want to give us the stereotype of we lazy, we don't ever own nothing. Okay, cool. We gonna give y'all stereotype. Nigerians and East Indians are the world's top scammers. Period. Them motherfuckers is like Brady and Randy Moss. Like dead ass. They are the world's top scammers. No business goes right. Listen, I'm just saying it. Nothing personal. And I got a bunch of African friends, dog. A lot of my old music, man. Shout out to my boy Dale, dog. Sierra Leone. You know what I'm saying? South African. You know what I'm saying? He cool as shit. I fucks with Dale. That's my man to this very day. I still got a cell phone number. Since middle school. That's how long. For the record. But dog, I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh yeah, shout out to Samson too. Shout out to my man Sam. But nah, real shit though. It is. It's all a scam. Scamming like shit. Nigerians and East Indians are like top notch on that scamming shit. Like, let's go. It is what it is. So if we gonna get our stereotypes, y'all got y'all stereotypes too. It is what it is. Don't cry, bitch, moan, and complain about it.
Like, do we really?
Because the whites are over there still playing that card on your head. Businesses. I'm not saying you guys haven't been doing that for a while, but at the same time, we are the evolution of you, not the other way around. Because the whites are over there still playing that card on your head all the time. But guess what? We show in within a year, we get in houses, buying cars, feeding numerous family members, starting businesses. Should I continue?
No, you don't need to, because first and foremost, sir, long before you all did that and long before you all were over here, we had something called Black Wall Street. Fuck out of my face. We've been owning. Listen, the very cars that you drive, we have a lot to do with the industry in which that is constructed of. A lot of the electricity, that we have a lot to do with that. We got a lot to do with a lot of things that you benefit from, sir. So we're not going to play them games. Let's keep on rocking out.
There's a lot of African businesses out there that employ Black Americans.
But yet, you all flee your country to come here for employment? What? I'm just, bruh, make it make sense, man. Somebody make it make sense.
Regardless of their backgrounds, they still give them jobs. But some of you over here easily bashing people that you don't even know about. Some of you find it easy to say, oh, you African booty scratcher, you this, you that. What about you? If we have to choose to call you a certain name, you'll be so depressed easily. We don't get depressed. We don't.
You don't get depressed with your kids having commercials that are advertised over here. Now, watch this. I wonder, hey, my fellow Black Americans, my fellow FBAs, Native American, Indigenous, have you ever in your years of living here seen a commercial where they are advertising 50 cents a day, help save an African child? You ever seen them over there in their countries with flies on their face, their stomachs big because of tapeworms, but the arms are skinny and they're starving. They're laying in the bed. They're getting some generic medication. Yes, we have. Now watch this. Okay, now let's flip that coin. Now let's flip it. If there's a flip side of it. Africans, do you see commercials about 50 cents a day help save a Black child in the ghetto hoods of Chicago, DC, Compton, and everything else? Hold on. I'm just saying. Why is it that your children in a state of despair is advertised to us to help you? I just wonder, in Nigeria, are there commercials that say for just 75 cents a day, you can put this young Black American child in college? Let's just sit on that shit for a second. Woosah, let's go. Like real shit though, man, when they get to playing with us for real, for real.
First of all, the whole we own businesses and we employ y'all. There are more Black American businesses than African businesses in the US, and there are more Black Americans who employ Africans than the other way around. I don't even want to get into that though. Let's not even get into that, because that's so laughable. That's such a laughable argument. It's just like it's not even a point to even get into. But then he got into the whole African booty scratchers. Let me explain something to you Africans real quick, and you Caribbeans. There's a thing that we do in Black American culture. It's called roasting. We're gonna roast you if you're fat, if you're ugly, if your clothes dirty, if your hairline fucked up, if you stink, if whatever. We're going to roast you. That's what we do.
Bruh, I remember like we literally started our day off with Jonin. Y'all call it Joneses. We call it Jonin over here. Same thing. Dozens, all of that. We started our day off with that. I remember days of being on the back of the school bus. That's right, where all the cool kids sat. That's right, you was at the back of the bus, looking at all the cars through the back of the window and shit, and laughing at people and making funny faces. But you know what we also did? We also joned on each other. Nigga, before I got to homeroom, I got flamed up, okay? But I also did some flaming myself. And it sharpened my skills. It sharpened that sword. It sharpened the tongue of my sword, man. No bullshit. It sharpened that shit. I was able to really sharpen my mind through being able to be quick on my response. Like, because you got tired of being joned on the back. Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me, dog. Anyway, let's get it, man. Hold on. Let me see if I got some intro for you. Oh, yeah, I got one for you, my G. Let's get it, man.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Man, my man ACOG in the building, man. Shout out. What's up, Native?
What's good, bro?
Man, you already know, man. Hey, we gonna get it in on this, man. This is my last little video, so you know what I'm saying? We got like 15 more minutes on this video. We're going to play it through. Let's talk about it. Let's get it in, bro. What you got on this so far, bro? What's your experiences? Yeah, I know you got some stories, Native.
Hey, bro. This goes back to when I was telling you, right, about how they come over here and like foreign people come over here and they give them that profile of Caucasian.
Right.
So what you're seeing is an African dude talk about us in a way that a Caucasian would talk about us. So he probably hangs around a lot of Caucasian people and hear this dumb stuff come out their mouth about whatever it is, bruh. What got me though? What got me though? Because this is called race bait. You know what I'm
You
saying?
think
It's
so?
called
Oh,
yeah,
wait. You think the African nigga is race baiting?
yes,
Talk
yes.
about it. All right, go ahead. Talk
Because
about
none of the stuff that he's saying it makes sense. You know
it.
what I'm
Okay.
saying? It don't make sense. First of all, you can't be an evolution of us.
Right.
That right there don't even make sense in itself. Because if you was an evolution of a quote unquote black person, then you would be an alien. You wouldn't have human DNA. You would be you'll have human DNA, but you'll be a hybrid.
But
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
Not even.
So
But like even deeper than that. I'm gonna let you finish, Native. But like, no, it's really as simple as the evolution of something is what comes after the first form. Listen, like,
exactly.
Dragon Ball Z. Super Saiyan 3 is the evolution of regular Goku.
hmm Exactly.
Regular
That's
Goku
what
is not the evolution of Super Saiyan 4, bruh.
exactly.
It's the other way
And
around. No, the Super Saiyan came after the original. So if you all say you are the originals and we're not, then there's no possible way, logically, scientifically, or physically, that we all can be that you are the evolution of us. No, it would
we
be up.
wouldn't even we but this the thing. This the thing, Smitty. We wouldn't even be the evolution of them.
Yeah, we're just different.
We wouldn't.
We are. We're
Yeah,
just gene.
we're adaptive. That's the thing. We adapt to our environment. You can put an American black person in a Mexican neighborhood, and by 3 months in, that nigga gonna be speaking Spanish. He gonna be dressing like them. He gonna be eating instead of soul food. He gonna have uh tamales and all types of Mexican dishes. You Spanish rice and all that. You can put him in Chinatown. He gonna be dressed like a Chinaman, eating fried rice and orange chicken. You see what I'm saying? So we're adaptive as Black Americans. We're adaptive because we had no choice but to adapt to the environment that we was in. We didn't evolve. We adapt. That's a difference. So
Bruh,
so
that
with
is that.
with him saying that, like that's why I had to get on here because I had typed it in there, but I couldn't elaborate on what I was saying. I had to come up here and say that, bro, because like if in order for an evolution to take place, we would have to like really like die out. We never died out. We just adapted to our environment that we was in.
Oh man, bruh, you so shit. Let me tell you something. All right, so me being out here, PG, a lot of people know, a lot of my stomping grounds is like the, College Park, Beltsville, Langley Park, Hyattsville, Delphi area, shit like that. Like that's all me, like North PG. Long story short, Native, exactly what you just said. Now, mind you, I'm a nigga born in DC, uptown Northwest Petworth. My background on my father's side is Cubano, Cuban, right? Now, watch this. My black ass, when I was out there on the streets, I wound up back out there around the Hyattsville area. Now, anybody who knows about this area where I'm from, PG County, anything Hyattsville for the most part is all Spanish. Man, when I tell you I got the learning, like, bruh, I picked up on, I'm talking about like the difference, man, the difference between a Mexican and a Chapin, okay? The difference between a Salvadorian and a Dominican and all of that shit. Like me knowing the different foods, the language, I had to really pick up on it. Is it in my background roots on my father's side? Yes. Is that me how I was born? No, nigga, I was raised on go-go and Chuck Brown and shit. Nigga, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when I was out
Facts.
there and when I'm talking, I was on the streets, bruh. And I was back around the way because it's money out there because of that girl. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's money out there. So like when I was out there, bro, I had to learn the numbers and prices in Spanish. I had to learn, you know what I'm saying, what different colors and how to say this, how to say that. And exactly what you just said. My Black American ass adapted and adjusted to the point where the locals called me Cuba. Hey, Martinez. Cuba Martinez. Hey, Benaki. Nigga, they didn't call me Smitty, nigga. I'm known as Martinez or Cuba out that bitch. To this very day. To this very day.
Yeah, bro. If you look at like Cuban, if you look at Cuban and like Dominican people, bro, they look like us.
Yeah, they do.
They literally look like us, bro.
And Panamanian. Don't forget, that's
Yeah,
Panamanian and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican,
yeah,
Panamanian, Dominican, Cubano.
yeah. They look like us. That's why I don't agree with people who say, oh, y'all Puerto Ricans from the Bronx. Y'all can't say nigga. Why can't they? That's what
Nah,
they are.
native. Nah, native. I got pushback because it depends on look, it's just like the half white boy, half us. Which side of your family do you claim? You could be mixed, but if you claim mom's side that's white and dad black, it's certain shit you can't. If you claim that white side, no, you can't say nigga.
Nah,
No, you can't,
nah,
Drake.
but I get
Real shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that, but what up? All right, so let me elaborate on that. Let me
Okay.
elaborate on that, right?
Respect.
So when you go to Bronx, New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take a trip through there. It's predominantly Spanish people and niggas out there.
Mm-hmm.
Is a high rate of them. You see what I'm saying? We all face that same poverty area, that same like that's I'm saying this because my father's a full blood Puerto Rican.
Okay.
His baby mama is my mama, which
Okay.
is a black woman.
Okay. Yep.
They both went to the same schools. When Donald Trump was doing his stuff back in the day, he did it against the Puerto Ricans and the blacks.
Right.
So their struggle for a Puerto Rican struggle is kind of this is I ain't gonna say is 100% the same, but it is the same as the black person struggle.
You would call it identical, not
I
the
would
same.
call it identical. Exactly. So
I got you.
this is why I have a problem with that because all grow up together. We all live in the same neighborhoods together, go to the same schools together. We are literally one of a kind. That's why I was saying,
So you believe? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that.
no, you good. Oh, and that's why I was saying like if you look at uh Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rican, they all kind of look like us. They all resemble us. You know, yes, they have their own traditions and stuff, just like we have our own traditions. They eat tacos and burritos but also they eat oxtail and curry and stuff like that as well. So they ain't nothing but niggas that just speak another language. That's it. And when we, like I said, when we go to when we intertwine, we Noriega, like Noriega. You see, you know how he can speak it like that broken English, you know, that broken Spanish, the way as though like certain words come out in Spanish, but then he's talking
Yeah,
English, but he drops certain words in Spanish.
Yeah, Nori Puerto Rican. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah,
I was a big CNN fan, bro.
yeah.
TONY, Blood Money. I was a big CNN fan.
You'll
So
be surprised. You'll
I'm
be
here.
surprised when you go up there to see how many Puerto Rican and black couples there is.
Okay. So you believe that there is something called a diaspora. You believe in the diaspora of black people?
Yes.
Really?
That's what Kamala Harris was talking about.
Yeah, we know because it was about
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what she was talking about. see, when people drop those kind of words, it sticks out to me. And what I do is I go search those words to get an understanding of what they mean. You know what I'm saying? So when she was saying what she was saying, she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get the quote unquote the gentleman that was just on the screen. We're gonna get those kind of black people." But the average nigga out here in the street, yeah, y'all the diaspora. Y'all gotta worry about that.
Right.
We don't gotta worry about that.
All right. I got my thoughts about that, but I want us to make sure we can get through this video. You don't mind I push play, right?
No, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna get back to the video. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 11:11 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know when you want me to push pause, Native. You already know. You know the deal.
If you go to different parts in the U.S., they call it roasting. They call it joning. I think they do that in the South. They call it flaming. It's like, I'm about to get on your ass. I'm about to, like, that's a form of culture. And if you didn't understood your history, you would understand that the reason why people did that was to prepare yourself of all of the shit that's going to happen when you actually go out in the world. Because back in the day, a lot of white people would treat black Americans in a negative way, talk about you crazy, mess with you, bully you. So that was a way to kind of get, we roast each other as a way to kind of become immune to that shit talking. That's why that was culture created. Black Americans created a lot of culture through struggle, unfortunately, but fortunately, because we still have those cultures still to this day. And then people, they've literally made fucking TV shows off of that. Remember that?
Hey, see, I got a question for you. Can you hear me? You on mute? If you can hear me, I don't know.
Yeah, my fault.
Okay.
I had to switch earbuds and I had to connect back.
No, you good. All right, so I got a question for you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Should Black Americans, FBA, however you personally worded, Indigenous, Native Blacks, should we be proud of being American? Like, should we be proud to wave the American flag? And that's a real question. Let's go.
Yeah, nah, we should because you wouldn't have America if it wasn't for us.
I love it.
Yeah, we all should be proud. See, what makes us not proud about America and what makes us feel some type of way about America is not how America's been treating us. It's how the white American's been treating us. And then on top of that, the white American holds the flag to the highest. But we've been so conditioned to not fight back. That was that's my whole purpose about a lot of things, is that we've been so conditioned not to fight back that we lost our sense of where we came from, bro. We came a long way.
Yes,
We
we
came
have.
a long way.
Yes, we have. Yes, we
If
have.
you say if we listen to what they tell us, we was fresh off the slave shit. We ain't no English, no like they taught us everything. You know, we all know that's a lie. We all know that that was just part of the propaganda. You know what I'm saying? That was just part of the program.
Bruh, the main part of the propaganda was that there was no such thing as anybody who looked like me or you who was originally here before the slave ships came.
Facts, facts.
Like, let's
But
just
see
go
that's
ahead.
that's the programming part. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
if
right.
you really wanna understand where we come from and how far along we came, I mean, you would go do a little bit of research, look up just a little bit, and you will find certain things that tie us to this land before the white man was even here.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I mean, yeah, it was a time and people see we forget a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We forget a lot of stuff. And on top of that, people the the white man learned how to cover up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He learned how to cover up a lot of stuff. They've been doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? Decades, centuries, so forth and so on. They learn how to cover up a lot of stuff. And with 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 that, we had to go back. It's imperative that we go back and just look at where we came from, where it all started from. Because once you understand where it all started from, where it came from, then you'll be able to actually do something about it. But we've been so brainwashed that we don't want to go back and look because we're comfortable. We started getting comfortable.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? We start just to accept the fact that okay, we stuck here and this is just what it's gonna be, but it's not. It's not. See, that's why they don't want a lot of the truth to come out because if the truth come out how it's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, and when it eventually comes out, it's gonna shake the whole market. It's gonna shake everything. That's why we can't get reparations because if they it, how they gonna give black people reparations? The only way they can give black people reparations is to give the black people the whole United States because we built it.
Now, again, that's why I went back to earlier when he was talking about like, like what if you all did and they're the evolution of us. Like, sir, there was something called Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Like
Toulouse.
yeah,
You had Philly. You had Atlanta. It was a lot of it's a lot of places, yeah, I mean that it was illegal at one point in time for a white man to even touch a paintbrush, a hammer, a screwdriver,
come on now.
anything.
Come on
It
now.
was illegal for him to touch that. Like, bro, if he was touching that, bro, he was doing something wrong.
And that's exactly what I've been saying the whole time about this shit, bro. Like, no bullshit. We need to recognize that there's been a large, if not significant contribution as to why even white people have certain things that they have. Like, let's just go back to the light bulb, for example. Yeah, okay. What's that? Thomas Edison or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Actual bulb around it. Who constructed the actual all them little wires and pipes and them little hanger like mechanisms inside of the bulb? That was a black man.
Mm-hmm.
What actually makes it work is a black man. A white man discovered how to, I guess you can say, give it some covering to make the lighting more so. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You
Yeah,
see?
bro. Like I want everybody. I want since we on this topic. I want everybody who watches this live to do this research right here. Right. Look up Bacon's Rebellion. Like spell it just like the bacon that you eat. Bacon's Rebellion. Then look at the Virginia Slave Act. Look at the codes in the Virginia Slave Act, and then start there first. Start there first, and then on the next live, I'll give you some other stuff to look up because the reason why I don't use Native American to describe our people because our people cannot be Native American. We can't be Native American. Native American is a white man's term.
Why? Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it.
Be-
Like why and how? Because I've looked up my
because
lineage.
because Native American stems from the native the Know Nothing movement. That's why.
Okay.
The Know
Okay.
Nothing movement, the Know Nothing
nothing.
movement is founded by white men who was native to the Americas.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Look it
Who?
up. Look it up. That's why I say. That's why I say. That's why I say. I don't want to. I don't want y'all to. I don't want y'all to get too far ahead of yourself. Look up what I told you first. Understand that it was free men. And it says it in there. It says indentured servants, slaves, free men, Negroes. So why would they separate slaves from Negroes or indentured servants from Negroes? Because if slaves was Negroes, then they would just classify as that, but they didn't. They didn't classify. It was a whole bunch of free men here first. It was a bunch of Negroes here first. Once they started doing what they was doing with the Slave Act, that's when they turned the tables and said, okay, anybody who's white is gonna be citizens. Anybody who's black is gonna be slaves, or the ones that don't, or the ones that's not like I think it's like Christian religion or something like that. It was some type of religion, but I would have to pull up the paper first. But yes, you go to Baker's Rebellion and then go to Virginia Slave Act. Study that first, and then we'll get to the Native American part.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to answer that question.
What's that?
The question right here from Who She, shout out. Types in, then who are we who was born here, ACOG?
Oh, we are indigenous. We are indigenous to the lands. That's what we are. We are indigenous to the lands. I mean, we're not Native Americans. That's all I'm gonna let you. That's all I know. We're not Native Americans. We're indigenous to the land. Where you're from, you would have to do your research. You had to go in your back history to find out where you're from. Because everybody's not from the same. Like me. My people come from Puerto Rico. My father's side is Puerto Rican. My mama, she's a black American from the Bronx. My father's from the Bronx, but his father migrated here from Puerto Rico.
All right, AC. All right, so let me ask you this. So, like for example, how like I call you native, I call a few other people native, and the reason why I call y'all native, right, I don't call like it's nobody else in this YouTube space or social media. If ever I say native, that means like we both in the same state. Like you from here where I'm from.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I get. Yeah, I get that.
So one thing that I've always been curious, and I'm getting right to the question. I've always been curious about this part. What is the difference between the identification of someone who is native to a land and someone who is indigenous? Because I've always looked at it as they like are it's like a synopsis. What's the difference? I'm just curious.
That's a good question.
Like
That's,
you know,
that's a
because
very that's a very good question.
I keep hearing us like we say, oh no, you're not native, you're indigenous. But then I'm just like, all right, I don't understand. Like it's like somebody trying to tell me like you don't have a belly ache, your stomach hurt. And I'm like, like, okay, all
Nah,
right, right. You know what I'm
that's a
saying? But,
good question. That's a good question.
you know, before we
Uh,
get to thinking we saying things, you know, but I mean, and that's
so
not to you because I've heard it
no, no,
many
no, no. I get what you're saying. I
respect.
get what you're saying.
I digress. My mic
Um,
was muted.
I get what you're saying. No, no, and like that's a very good question. That's a very good question. But what I would say is, I would say anybody who's indigenous, like, so I'm gonna use you for an example, right?
Sure
Your
can.
time, your ancestry leads you back to other people that was here.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so
Yes.
those people was actually here first, was one of the ones that was here first. So I would say indigenous would be the people that was already here, that was before the slave, the whole slave movement.
I was able to actually trace my roots back as early as like 17 something, sir. Like no bullshit.
Exactly.
All right, so watch
Exactly.
this. So my mother's father by itself,
Hmm.
granddad Bus, was born in 1920.
Okay.
All right. And I was able to have actual, like from pictures, documentations, and everything, um, all the way back to like his great grandfather. So I have been able to actually look up a lineage, like an actual true lineage,
Right.
my
That's
history. You know what
and
I'm saying?
that's what I would refer to as indigenous, because
Okay.
before all the slave fights and the battles over slavery and all that stuff, your people was already here.
Right.
So
Yeah. I mean,
that's how I would refer to the indigenous. Now native could just mean, to me, native means, and I'm gonna just say, to me, native
mhm,
means that you're, like you said, you're native to that land. So our land would be Maryland,
right. Right.
because we wasn't born back then. We born in this time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So anything after the slavery, then I would say like that's the native side right there. We was native to this land, Maryland, because we was born here. But that's how we communicate. I'm just saying is, we can't be the actual term Native American, because Native American stems from the Know Nothing movement, and the Know Nothing movement stems from white people who wanted to be native to their lands. I want to bring this up. I got. Let me look it up. Let me Google, because I'm gonna have to Google this.
You
And
can share what you want now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna continue to play this video. You take your
yeah,
time,
let
okay?
me let me Google this for you.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this video back up. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now was 11:29 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's rock out.
Show your mama. You can go to YouTube and type in roast me. Like, we actually do things based on our culture. We actually make our culture work, and we make people make there are million and billion dollar industries based on Black American culture. But see, a lot of you Africans come over to America and then you get called an African booty scratcher in the 4th grade, and then you be 32 still talking about I got called an African booty scratcher, and if we called you names, you would be depressed. No, we wouldn't. Y'all call us Akata, y'all call us Jadirs, y'all call us Yanks, y'all call us all type of names. The problem is when we call y'all names, us calling y'all the name is just out of shit talking. Y'all call us names out of hatred. We don't fucking hate Africans. I don't like tethers, but no, when all of Africans was coming over to America after 1964, what communities did they go to? They went to Black American communities. They went to Black schools. They went in our area and they were able to thrive and they were able to operate and exist. If we was just these hateful people that didn't accept y'all wouldn't have nowhere to go. You'd be back at home eating a fucking mosquito salad. You'd be back at home laying on a fucking bed of cow dung. You want to talk about, oh, I got called an African booty scratcher. And nigga, I used to get shit talked all the time when I was in fucking high school and middle school. Everybody did. Everybody got shit talked on them. Everybody. And yet that taught you learn how to roast the back. Okay, nigga, you look like nigga, your mama, whatever. Nigga, you look like blah, 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 blah. Like we shit talk to each other. You do that at recess. You still talking about some shit from the 4th grade, nigga? Everybody that's watching this video right now had somebody roast them before. Every single one of y'all got roasted before in some way, some type of style you got roasted before. Everybody. And a lot of the time the shit be funny. And we get over it. It's not out of love. It's not out of hatred, but y'all don't understand that because y'all don't do that in your homelands. You don't understand the culture of America. And you would think that you would because you're coming over here, but y'all don't understand the culture of America. Let's keep going. Let's keep dispelling these points that's being made because this shit is insane.
What about you? If we have to choose to call you a certain name, you'll be so depressed easily. We don't get depressed. We don't. We just sit there, find a way to move on from it. And that's why we believe we're mentally strong. We don't play on all this emotional stuff like every other person play over here. We get knocked down, we get up, we move. Now you're talking about the Essence show, where were all the Black Americans when they were selling it or trying to look for board members? None of you wanted to buy it until a Nigerian and a Kenyan decided to step in to take over that. And still yet, you hate on it, but guess who attended it more? Yeah, you. yeah, so some of you over there.
I don't know why Africans switch up their voice.
Pause for a second. All right. So when you type in Native American Party, right? Mm-hmm. Native American Party it comes up. The first thing it says is no nothing. That's the first thing it says. No nothing. And then you go deep, you dive deeper because one, you have to dive deeper. You can't just take the first thing. You got to dive deeper to understand what's going on. So right. The American Party, known as the Native American Party before 1855 and colloquially referred to as the Know Nothing or the Know Nothing Party, was an old stock Native political movement in the United States from the 1840s roughly to the 1850s. Members of the movement were required to say, "I know nothing," whenever they was asked about specifics by outsiders, providing a group with its colloquial name.
Okay, where can I pull that up? Like, if somebody was to ask, like, what is the site of that? You know, because I like to be, you know.
Go. So, what I like I said, what I do is I search the first thing I do is search the word Know Nothing Party. I look at everything that pulls up. Then I go to a lot of people say they don't like Wikipedia, but I like Wikipedia because Wikipedia gives you a whole lot of information that a lot of people wouldn't really understand. So I went to Wikipedia. I clicked on that, and then inside of there, they highlight certain words. And then and then just like anything, if I don't understand certain things, I click on it to get a better understanding. I highlight that word, search this word, and it takes you to a whole nother list. So you just got is going down the rabbit hole. You have to go if you want to understand. You gotta go down the rabbit hole. You can't just take the first bit of information and run with it. You gotta go down that rabbit hole. It's like in this article, they have a person who was a founder of the Know Nothing Party, which was a eugenist, and he was one of the main peoples that started the birth certificate. So why would a eugenist start a birth certificate?
Nah,
Why
that's
would
a
he?
good question.
Exactly.
That's a good question, actually. I'll give you that.
Exactly. So this stuff, and to even go further with this, a lot of the people that started this Know Nothing Party was Jewish people.
Really?
So you tell me, how can you be Native American, bro?
I have no clue, bro. Wow. Small hats. Remember, small hats.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
fault.
You
Yeah,
good. You good, bro. I know how
but it
to get
says
immersed in
but
real
it
life.
says supporters of the Know Nothing movement believe that the alleged Romanist conspiracy to subvert civil and religious liberty in the United States was being hatched by Catholics. Therefore, they sought to politically organize native-born Protestants in defense of their traditional religion. Remember, I was saying it had to do something to do with religion.
Right.
Native native-born Protestants in the defense of their traditional religious and political values. The Know Nothing movement, bro. Ever since I started reading, bro, like really getting on this reading stuff, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I've been on a roll, bro. Like I've been like doing a lot of different research, bro.
Okay.
We gotta read because they ain't gonna tell us this. And the only way to hide information from niggas is putting in the book.
I like that. Now, what I want to do is I want to play 60 more seconds of this. Now,
Go ahead.
I got a question I have written down, and I want us to talk about that as our
Okay.
end off segment. But
Yeah. Hey, before you start it, people, do your research on this. But first, before you get to this Know Nothing joint, because you're jumping timelines, please go back. Please go back to Bacon's Rebellion and the Slave Acts. Please do that, because that's crucial. That's crucial. Those are crucial timelines. One was in 16, one was in 17. This right here is in 18. So you gotta go back first and then come forward. All right, you go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to play this for a little bit, then I'm going to go ahead and ask a question, and I really want to hear what you got to say to this. Let's go.
Like that. Well, to a point, he's correct. Black Americans, we need to stop selling this stuff that's ours. He's not lying with that. That's true. I can be honest when I'm being honest. They sold it. Black Americans sold it to an African, and that's why the Essence Fest is fucked up now. That's why it's fucking lame. That's why it's goofy as fuck. That's why the last Essence Fest that's why all this stuff is going on right now, because unfortunately a Black American sold it to a fucking African, and look what it turned into. Bullshit. So this is the part of the delineation and the gatekeeping that we need to have. When we have something that is specifically foundationally us, we need to keep it. We can't let these other people tether onto it. We can't on one end, and I know it's not us as in the people that are. It's not us because we're not the ones who sold it. It was one person. But what I'm saying is, as a collective, we need to make sure we don't do that, because that's what those things are going to turn into. So we can't, one person on one end can't say, oh, well, these Africans taking over, but then you sold the product to them for them to use and abuse it, which they're going to use and abuse it. So, we can't do that. So at least to that point, I can concede and be honest about it and say he's correct about that. Unfucking fortunately, he's correct about that.
I saw some of you over that, but you're pretending, talking nonsense. You ever want to try all the fufu you can get? Guess what? We don't hear all this bugger. We don't do all that. We eat real food. That's why when you get physical and somebody knocks you out like one blow 7 apples, you're going to get some. So the truth hurts.
What?
You're talking about your ancestors. You're talking about you not being from Africa. Some of you don't even know your great-grandfather's last name.
Pause that for a second.
Yeah.
All right. So I would just like to briefly, just like I said, so my grandfather's last name is Smallwood, because that came from an actual indigenous black, round nose, thick lip featured Indian tribe. My grandfather's last name is Smallwood. His father's last name is Littlewood, and his father's last name is Big Tree. All right. And it goes on and on and on. So I not only have known and been around my actual grandfather, I actually know the history of his father and his father that came before him. And that's just a small portion of it. And that's on my mother's side, not my father's side. My father's side, I'll go all the way back to about 1700 something. So what you got, Native?
So.
Oh, and I was born in DC. Go ahead.
With what he's saying right here, right? And it's funny. It's funny. He said we don't know our grandfather's names and stuff like that. That's more of that white man coming out of him. You know what I'm saying? That's more of that ignorant side. Like I said, it's a race bait thing, But even though he said that is somewhat kind of true, but it's not at the same time. It's like how they say two things can be the same. Like
Two things can
yes,
be
it's
true at
true.
the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one of those type of things right there. But at the same time, this is why the Slave Act, the Virginia Slave Act, is so important, because one of the things inside there was that they took people and moved them around strategically, so because the whole point of it was that they didn't want the people to rebel again. And that was part of like Bacon's rebellion. That's why they did. That's why I say you got to go back to that one first, and then do the Slave Act, because when you do that, you'll understand that when they started moving people and separating the blacks from the whites and stuff like that, their whole mission was that the people don't uprise and start another war with the stuff that they're doing. So they did this strategically on purpose. So whereas though we didn't know where we was at, who we can communicate with, who we can talk to, and all of that good stuff, bro. So it reminds me of a scripture in the Bible, where they was trying to build a tower to heaven, and God was like, oh no.
The Tower of Babel.
Yeah, and exactly, and we can't have that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make all y'all speak different languages, so that y'all can't communicate with each other. And so that's kind of like one of the slave acts for real. You know what I'm saying? They did that. They strategically placed people in separate locations and mixed and matched people on purpose so that we couldn't communicate and we couldn't uprise against what they was trying to do.
So let me ask you this question before we get to our final thoughts on this. All right, because it's like I got to get up early tomorrow. All right, so let me ask you this. My last and final question is, have Black Americans done enough work to secure our own legacy in history? You got the flow. One more game for the win.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So can you elaborate just a little bit more on what you're asking me?
All right,
Because
so
because we got a legacy now, but I need to
okay, I got you.
yeah.
So, have Black Americans done enough to secure a legacy in history? AKA, have we built enough? Have we made enough inventions? Have we built enough train tracks and roads? Like when they say that we're, whatever they say we are, right? Akatas and all this other stuff. So when people try to say we have no culture, part of culture is not just food and music. Another part of that culture is the actual historical movements that made whoever that group and race and tribe of people are who they are.
Okay.
So would you say, so one last time, have Black Americans done enough work to secure our own legacy in history?
Yeah, we did more than enough. But the problem is we a lot of us don't remember that. Unless it comes from our grandfathers and stuff like that, or you're like me, you start doing research and stuff. A lot of us forgot where we came from. A lot of us forgot how far we came. Remember I was just saying that we don't realize how far we came. See, we've been so programmed to think one way.
Right.
We've been programmed to think one way for the longest that we forgot that we had. That's why we like, oh, we don't have nothing. We no, and it's black people don't own nothing and stuff like that. It's it's a yes. It's a yes. We don't. If you look at the economic scale now, yes, we don't own anything, but it doesn't mean we didn't own anything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? See, we gotta remember, we built cities. Yes, they got destroyed.
What keeps tearing them down? Because a lot of
The fear, the white man's fear that we're gonna take over.
a lot of people say that we tear it down ourselves.
But okay, so we didn't tear down Toulouse. We didn't drop bombs on our blocks. That's all the white man's doing.
Okay. Good
We
point.
tear down on communities now.
Right.
In this day and age, yes, we tear down our communities now with our actions and what we get into and how we live.
But
Yeah,
I believe that is a much more deep-rooted cause. I believe
exactly. That's
Jim Crow, all of that has polluted the minds of us enough to where we actually do laugh at the death of one of our own. And come to find out, you claim gang, but your parents went to school together and they cool.
exactly.
One dude on one side of the gang right up the street is your cousin. You know, so we get to I mean, even down to the whole you know, the day that I found out, one of the OGs said, "Hey, young blood, look at that sign." I said, "What?" "Right there." "What that say?" I said, "Blah blah blah." You know, the sign, you know, where we were standing at. Say, who owned that? I said, "I mean, I guess the police." He said, "Nah, the American government. Like this street right here, government owns this. If they want to go ahead and build a ramp in the middle of the street, they can. If they want to go ahead and just decimate this entire area right now, they can." He said, "Here it is. They got us fighting and going back and forth with each other over this sign right here, and none of us own it."
None of us own nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
like
Nah.
when I heard that around 22 or something like that shit totally flipped my whole head space overnight. I was in deep thought for at least a week. Go ahead though.
That's the programming. That's the program. That's the program that they're pushing, bro. Like
Okay.
if I own media, if I own media and all that and all the stuff, the television shows, the radio, the music, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I own all this, then I can push whatever program out there I want to and subliminally brainwash you with whatever I'm showing or whatever you listening to
Yep.
or whatever you seeing. See, they can't do like back in the day and in the middle of your show flash a army video and then 30 minutes into your show flash another army video.
Good stuff.
And then you see what I'm saying? Subliminally programming. They can't do that no more.
But
So
you know,
how what's the other way I can do it? Well, I know they're consumers of this stuff. I know they're consumers of that stuff. Okay. I know that 80% of the people read newspapers. Okay, cool. So now I can put whatever narrative I want in these newspapers. I can put whatever narrative I want on the news. I can put any narrative I want. When it come down to the music, I can play whatever music I feel as though is going to be detrimental to this group of people. I don't hear nothing about country singers having to check in.
Wow.
I don't hear if you get on here and say and I don't want to get the live flag because that's how you know serious it is.
Hey,
But if you
look,
get on
you
here
do this shit
talking
like
about
say what you gotta say, but you know what they look out for, bro. I ain't gotta
yeah
tell you.
If
Saying you
you say you know you gonna get on here and offer a Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, and you rapping about it, boy, you gonna have the feds at your door and before that album even hit the joint. You gonna anything, bro, that doesn't relate to the program that they're pushing is not gonna make the light of day. We know that. We know that. So it's like, yes, it's a yes, you know, we did put a stamp on history. We did make our call and our mark and stuff. That's why we can talk like, man, y'all don't give me enough money for this. Because yeah, we done put in our time and stuff like that. But at the same time, in this day and age, we're killing all that. We're erasing all that.
all right.
We're not
So
trying to build up. We're not trying to build another Black Wall Street.
all right.
We seen how it went for those people back then. How they came and did that. That's what I'm saying. Like we ain't just randomly destroy our towns and stuff like that. Nah. We had bombs dropped on us. We had massacres. They burnt a lot of our stuff down. And then what happens? Oh, they gonna come right in and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you build this up, but you know, we're gonna have to put our name on it. So now when you get back to your town and you trying to build back right, you can't build back right because they own everything now. Look at the people in North Carolina. Look at the people in North Carolina when they got hit by that flood out there. I don't know if y'all know the people that got hit with that flood in the mountains in North Carolina. That was what you call ungoverned land or something like that. I forget what the proper term is, but basically government couldn't wasn't in charge of that land. They had no government funding up there in that land. So the government ain't have no jurisdiction on that land. Them people own that 100% of that land. Wherever parts that they had, that was 100% owned. Had nothing to do with no state regulations, none of that stuff. But when that flood hit, boom. Who the first people to show up? FEMA. FEMA shows up, tells people that if I'm in Maryland and I'm trying to go to North Carolina to drop off goods and supplies and stuff, they turn us back around telling them we can't assist those people. So now what they do, we send it all y'all away who's trying to assist these people. We send it all y'all away and we're going to assist the people. So now with us assisting the people, hey, I got this check for you. The people that take the check, well, guess what? You got to pay this money back now. And if you don't pay this money back, guess what's going to happen? Now I own ownership of this land.
But see, this is my main question before we get out of here on this one, dog. I am really curious. All right, so we're all hip. So we can go back, what is it, thousands of years that the Egyptians have been here, right? And we have been able to learn so much about the Egyptians, correct? All right, my question is this. Let's just say humanity is here 1,000 years from now. Do you think that they will know anything about a Dr. King, a Sojourner Truth, or so on and so forth, or Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, all of that? Do you think they will know anything about hip hop music, the food we ate, fried chicken, or anything? So let's just take it from somehow or another, the Egyptians were able to secure and put in stone their legacy into this very day in 2025 is still being studied, and we know about it.
We won't have that.
1,000 years from now, Black Americans today, do you think history will know us?
We won't. They not. It's not going to be built like that.
Wow.
It's not gonna be built like that.
So
People already forgetting. People already and it's kind of low key sad. You know what I'm saying? But people already forgetting like the impact that these people even had.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you got some people like us to actually speak on it. I bet you any amount of money right now, bro. In 100 years from now, bro, niggas is not gonna be talking about Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks, bro. Niggas is not gonna be talking about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, bro. That's gonna be
somehow or another, King Tootin' Tut and so on and so forth, We speak about them, people study them. We got pictures of them up on our walls and everything. And it's 2025. And we will say that this stuff is before Christ himself. I want us to think about that. So right now, let's just think about it. That very Ankh or Egyptian, African, whatever it is, 1,000 years from now only, do you really think that we will have the same regard for us? Do you think that there will be the humans of 1,000 years from now wearing, you know what I'm saying, MLK emblems and Malcolm X emblems, and do you think that they will have a black fist or
I
any?
ain't got no faith in that. I ain't got no faith in that. I ain't even gonna cat. I ain't even gonna. I don't even want to sound negative about it,
Bruh,
or
I
you know
swear
what I'm
on life,
saying.
I'm laughing
But
to keep from crying right now. Do not get my
yeah,
twisted, bruh. I'm laughing. This is that nervous laugh. It's a nervous laugh.
yeah. Unless 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 they come back to our channel and listen to us talk about it, bro. It ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen, bro. We talking about a generation.
Bro,
We
we
talking
don't
about
even
a
listen to
generation.
music. We don't even listen to music that was like 5 years ago. We say that's old.
That's I was ready to say that. I was ready to say that, bro. I was ready to say that, bro. Like we don't even have like people don't even know we had a KRS-One. They didn't even know Snoop Dogg was a rapper. They go
You
Cam
know we
Kid.
had a big L.
Yeah, like bro, like Cam Kid didn't even know Ice Cube was a rapper. He thought he was a movie star.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So you talk
Oh, that's
if you talking about MLK, like
yeah.
hey bruh, that I if you ain't got I Had a Dream on already recorded and playing it for your kids, they is not gonna know what I Had a Dream meant. Sorry to say it.
So I wanted to leave it off on that question for us for this evening. Back in the days, well, not back in the day, back ancient times, and all the way to right now, the ancient Egyptians before, listen, now mind you, we're hearing ACOG say this, and we have all types of technology and footage. Like we are actually able to keep record 1,000,000 times better. But listen to how confident he is that everything that we're doing will be erased 1,000 years from now. But once upon a time, there were those who were here and they had no such thing as wires. They had dirt and sticks. Literally, it's literally dirt and sticks and mud and clay, you know. And we still study how they build pyramids to this day and tombs and everything else.
Because that's uh that stuff is unheard of, bruh. Like to move those rocks and stuff like that. See,
Bruh, I want you to think about it. If
we ain't build nothing. We have it in this time, in the 21st century, and even in parts of the 19th century, like the end of the 19th century.
ACOG,
We didn't build anything worth memorizing.
No. But watch this. Let's flip that shit, my dog. Let's flip it, my G. All right, bet. We are so amazed at their temples. Let's go ahead and play what's his name? Michael J. Fox, and do Back to the Future. And we go back in time to their day, and we just simply pull out a back in the day house rotary phone. And I'm talking about we're actually able to show them how it works. Okay, listen. So I'm just saying, like, do you not see where I just went with that? Like,
Yeah.
so I get you. To us, them temples are so amazing. Can you imagine what they would say if they saw a microwave? You understand something right now?
Nah, for real.
You don't understand what they would say if you just started rolling a remote control RC car through a temple. Okay. And they just looking at it room around.
Well, they gonna call you all type of witchcrafts and all that stuff, bro. They gonna try.
You will be putting them coffins with the spikes that they close. All right.
Real talk. Alive. They gonna wrap you alive. They ain't gonna worry about we gonna wrap him alive.
That shit is devil. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff, bro. Can you imagine if we showed them what a filter is?
Right.
Take a picture of them.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. But anyway, respect to the family, man. You got any final thoughts for this live for the night, bro? Before we get up out of here, dog. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go.
Yeah. Just remember, I told y'all people, go look at Bacon's Rebellion. Go look at the Slave Act. Study those. Yeah, I mean, do your homework, write down notes, and then come back and we can talk about it in the chat. And I'll have some more stuff pulled up. Yeah, I mean, about the stuff that I find, because it's man, it gets deep. It gets real deep, especially with like the eugenics, because I had to figure out what the eugenics is. Like anything I don't really understand, and I always open up another tab and I start searching it, and you know, that eugenics stuff, they play with DNA and all that stuff. So you would like, why would a eugenist be passing out birth certificates and he plays with DNA and stuff like that? Like, bro, it's so much stuff they did. It's not about winning the battle, it's about winning the war. So all the stuff that's happening to us now, it stems from years back. See, they made these plays ahead of time so that once it became into the future, we was already held back. We was held back from the beginning. That's why it's so important for us to understand where we're at and start changing that stuff, so that, like Smitty said, when it comes down to 100 years from now, we have a stamp in this society. Like we made our stamp. Like, yeah, we did, but who remembers that it was a black man that created a light bulb? Unless you find a book that says it or something like that. And and now in this society, all your books is on your phone. So, and it's hundreds of thousands, millions of books out there. They're not going to give you no black books to tell you, oh yeah, you created a stoplight, or you created the mailbox system, or you created this, or you created that. But they will let you know you created peanut butter.
And watermelon fried chicken.
real talk.
Not God. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, respect to the family. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hey, AC, thank you for stopping through once again, my G.
Already.
Yeah, you already know. We good to go. And with that being said,
my mic is muted.